What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. 2 people in here. We finna get it started. What's the word? All right. 10 people in the building. 10 people in the building. We here, y'all. We got 10 people in the building. 10 people, 16 people in the building. It should be 16 likes. 16 people in the building. It should be 16 likes, man. We got 25 people in the building. It should be 25 likes, man. Straight up, 25 likes, man. Come in, hit that like button, man. UK in the building. UK in the building. Shout out to Chloe from the UK. What's the word? What's the word? Hope everybody having a good time, enjoying themselves, man. Y'all already know what we do over here, this ghetto vlog with your boy CEE-HOOD. Also, Red Cup Talk with your boy Red Cup Shouty. Y'all know what we do over here. We got the movement going on, the I Am Somebody movement going on right now. So we gonna make sure that shit happen. Eastside, what's the word, my boy? What's the word? Greetings from Bosnia. Yeah, we get straight into things, man. Don't try to turn me down, you can turn me up. Just drink up in my cup, and I just don't give a fuck. What up? Bitch, I said what up? Hey, don't try to turn me down, you gon' tweak and turn me up. Just drink up in my cup, and I just don't give a fuck. What up? Bitch, I said what up? Hey, don't try to turn me down, tweak and turn me up. Just drink up in my cup, and I just don't give a fuck. What up? Bitch, I said what up? Hey. There you go. We getting into it. Maybe y'all didn't hear me though. But maybe y'all didn't hear me though. Don't try to turn me down, you can turn me up. Just drink up in my cup, and I just don't give a fuck. What up? Bitch, I said what up? Hey. Don't try to turn me down, you gon' tweak and turn me up. Just drink up in my cup, and I just don't give a fuck. What up? Bitch, I said what up? Hey. Don't try to turn me down, tweak and turn me up. Just drink up in my cup, and I just don't give a fuck. What up? Bitch, I said what up? Hey. There we go, y'all. We getting into things. The first demo on here, man. We're gonna start it off, man, with the I Am Somebody. Y'all know after I count to 3, we repeat it together. I am somebody, man. We help build each other up over here. That's what we do, man. So we getting straight into things, man. Oh yeah. I'm most definitely gonna do that, man. So let's get this on out the way right fast. 1, 2, 3. I am somebody. For sure. I am somebody. We say that shit, we believe that shit, we put that shit in our life. We keep pushing, this shit becomes a part of our day. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it's a great movement. You feel what I'm saying? To be about help build up self-confidence and do all that shit, man. I am somebody, the movement, man. They can't take that away from you. You hear what I'm saying? They can take anything and everything from you. but they can't take that away from you. Long as you know that shit, man, you heading places in life, man. I am somebody, the movement, man. But we got an excellent, great Saturday. It's a little windy out here right now. Raining and shit, but we ain't tripping, man. It get better. The first thing I want to talk about was Jay Prince showing love. So we got Jay Prince showing love at the he didn't come to the funeral, but he did his own type of funeral. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to fix the what's her name too, because I want to talk about Kanye too. I want to talk about Kanye too, so I have to fix the title. But yeah, Jay Prince, goddamn it, through his own motherfucking memorial. He say, goddamn it, I don't gotta come to Atlanta. I could do it here in Houston, where I own Fifth Ward. That's what he did. He say, disrespect will not be tolerated. As Takeoff has gone and extended to a higher grounds, I take it upon myself. You hear what I'm saying? He ain't say that shit, but that sound like him, don't it? That sound like Jay Prince. It's cold as hell outside in Iraq. Yeah, shit, it was just 80 degrees a couple of days ago. It was just 80 degrees a couple of days ago, man. But yeah, though, man, I just took it upon myself to deliver it the best way that I know how. We out here trying to get situations ceased. And with the assistance of you feel me? That motherfucker sound just like a nigga who been institutionalized, reading big books all day. T.I. sounding ass nigga. On everything I love. I could do that. I could do the shit that he do. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't hard. All you gotta know is what to say, when to say, and then you just play it smooth and throw one big word in there. One big word in there or out there. One big word in or out. You hear me? Expeditiously. You hear what I'm saying? Everything. It's different type of ways though, but I feel like that was a good move though, him throwing that motherfucking memorial, show that they ain't too heartless. But and I respect the fact that he didn't go to their memorial or their services because he don't know how the heads and the temperatures is, what it's looking like on the other side over there. You know what I'm saying? So to avoid certain situations, sometimes you gotta do things like that. Respectable. And get a decent little outcome coming out with that shit, man. For real. I'm just glad he tried to show some consideration for the family. He wasn't insensitive to they feelings and stuff. But at the same time, he threw a memorial at the same place that Takeoff was killed. Now, how that rubs some people, I don't know. How do it rub y'all? How that shit rub y'all? Me, I feel some type of way, but I don't feel some type of way. You hear what I'm saying? To be aware is to be alive. That's so true, y'all. That's so true. To be aware is to be alive. Y'all don't know, man. It's unfortunate. Like we never would have thought, like, expected to be sitting right here, talking about Takeoff being dead. Let's keep it real for a second, y'all. Let's keep it real for 1 second. How many of y'all expected somebody from the Migos to get killed? Like, I ain't expect no shit like that. This shit, you know what I'm saying? I expect when motherfuckers get killed, I be looking for them drill rappers to get killed. The Kodak and them, the fucking they camps and shit. I'm not just saying them. You see what I'm saying? Quando Rondos and shit like that. I be looking for people like them to get killed. So when I hear that somebody like Takeover got killed, it just rubbed me a whole different way, man. Cause you know he ain't rapping all that type of shit. He rap his music. His music is his music. His style is his style. Signed, sealed, and delivered. You see what I'm saying? So just the whole vibe of him being dead, y'all. Facts. The whole vibe of him being dead, that's just it just don't sit right. It's like it's weird. And then with him dead, you know, a lot of motherfuckers really want answers. They really want answers behind this shit. Like, what the fuck is to this shit, y'all? You hear what I'm saying? Like, it don't seem right. It don't even seem like it's real. It seems like we right now on some real shit, man. It seems like we in a big ass dream. All this crazy ass shit that's going on, man. This shit going crazy. Yeah, this shit that's going on right now, man. It's crazy as hell out here right now, man. Do y'all feel how I feel with this shit? Like, as we was coming up and shit like this, man, you know, we knew we had problems in the world and all this shit with murder, all this shit, all type of shit, all just basic life problems. And with all this shit that's going on right now, this shit don't seem real. It seems like we live in a dream or something. You see what I'm saying? And then when something happens, it be like a reality check. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this shit is scary on some real nigga shit, man. I don't know how y'all look at things or how y'all value life. But I know to value life, you gotta understand life. And when you see a lot of people losing their life, and senseless shit and crimes just going constantly and being the shit that people is getting killed for, this shit is senseless, man. This shit is senseless, man. And until you wake up out of this shit, man, it's gonna be hard, man. This is a bunch of senseless violence going on. A bunch of senseless violence. Babe! 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 It's 7 o'clock. Oh, yeah. It's 7 o'clock. It make you more sharp, but you gotta be alive to get the message. And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Because you don't even got people out here that's even willing to show you or guide you and tell you things. Like, you remember, like, every generation that had shit like every generation that had shit like with shit going wrong and they know how to deal with shit or they try to come together and all this shit. But this generation is the most coldest generation ever, man. You'll see a motherfucker laying there bleeding out, you pull your phone out and record it. When normally it used to be a motherfucker try to help you or get you some help with some shit. Motherfucker recruiting, what's the word? They recording that shit like, you know what I'm saying? It's no fucking consciousness, man, around this motherfucker. This shit is all greed and selfish. This motherfucker. And it's sad.
What's up?
What's how you doing?
I feel the same way you feel. I haven't slept since November 1st, really. And it's I've been watching this going over and over again, see, and I be trying to find an understanding about it. And when Kanye came out yet and said what he said, I was like, oh man, I hope that people will get this, because the more that people don't understand what's going on, the more it's going to happen.
Yeah. And that's why I said, like, I had to speak up. I'm going to bring Kanye up because he said some most yesterday that I really don't think people pay attention or listen to. I'm just going to read the statements he made. Y'all can't kill. I got one group. That's God. He say, my mama not here. My mama was sacrificed. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people that shit went over the head and stuff. And then he said Michael Jordan did. He started speaking saying things that a lot of people shows. It's an echo. Yeah, this is an echo.
I think it's because you're in a big room. That's why it sounds like that.
Okay.
Yeah. When you're in a big room, it sounds like that, y'all.
Yeah. So. Or she said.
I don't have nothing on in here. I don't have nothing on, y'all.
Yeah.
You need to go out and come back in.
Yeah, let me see. Kanye was talking his shit yesterday, y'all. He said, and when you don't get in compliance and all that, he said, once you don't get in compliance and all that, they kill your family. Hollywood. You good?
They said that I'm echoing. I'm still echoing, y'all.
Nah, you good. You good now.
I'm not recording nobody, Nola. What is you talking about? What am I going to record it for when it's already recorded on YouTube?
Right. If she was, I wouldn't even care. She family. We can do some things like this. See, that goes to show over here. They don't know. Like we got family and positive things going over here. The weak will be weeded out. Nola Cola. So that's just a heads up. But yeah, though, Kanye said a lot of shit. What's the word? I hope everybody doing good. He said a lot of things yesterday. It was short, but he said a lot of stuff and stuff that can get you killed. A lot of people still looking at him like, man, this nigga just don't quit. He ain't gonna give up. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Kanye confirmed a lot of stuff, and it's not like, you know what really hurts me though? He confirmed that stuff and he's putting his life on the line. You understand? And people still don't get, like, people think it's an opinion. It's not an opinion, it's the truth. Like, I don't like it. I wish it wasn't true, but it's the truth.
well, that's the most definitely the truth. The things that he's saying, man, you can get your ass killed out here. You can get your ass killed out here. That man said that they make you do stuff. Hollywood makes you do stuff, and if you don't do it, they kill family members. He said that right after he talked about his mama was sacrificed. Michael Jordan dead, he was killed. You know, they were saying Michael Jordan dead, he was killed in back in the days over Jordan didn't a gambling.
But gambling, yeah, he was supposed to throw that game. That's what they were saying.
He didn't do it, and this is and then I don't know if y'all even been paying attention to Kyrie Irving. He said that the NBA, all the sports is rigged. They got a magnet in the basketball to control everything and all this stuff. Now, all this stuff coming out right now around this time, like they letting us, they opening our eyes. It's on us to really understand this.
Let me tell you something. They understand universal law, something that they didn't teach us, right? Yeah. And in universal law, because we're the natural custodians of this place, y'all could tell that we special. Everything we do, everybody loves what we do. Everybody follows us, even if it's negative. We set all the trends. We created everything. So what they're supposed to do is they're supposed to tell us what they're going to do. They're supposed to tell us the truth. And they used to do it with the movies and stuff. They used to put it in there. And we couldn't tell. But now they just coming out and telling us. You know why? Because people are so brainwashed that they not going to believe it anyway.
They ain't going to believe it. No, they ain't. And to touch on that, like stuff that they used to put in the movies, like it'll happen in the movies, and then probably 3-4 months later, you will see this shit happening in the real life society or something. So,
like the Purge.
Yeah.
Right after the purge came out, y'all, that's when all those shootings started happening with the police and Michael Brown and all that stuff. And Trayvon Martin. That's when all that stuff after the purge.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't be meaning to sound spooky or nothing, but I just know that it's true. Like I can't I can't lie to my own people. I be trying to tell them, but I just backed off trying to tell people. If they want to talk about it, I'll talk about it. If not, I don't say nothing.
It be like when you be telling them everything, and it's like they be scared to hear it. You be pointing out facts to them, they be right there believing it, but then they'll still be like, man, I ain't finna believe all that shit. You know why? It's because like most people be scared to really deal with reality and the truth and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Brainwashed. I believe that's something that's going on. And it's not the way that they told us how brainwash happen, how you being brainwashed, how it happens. That's not how brainwash goes. I think brainwash going just how they all trying to say Kanye this, Kanye that, and they constantly putting out that message and only putting out certain bits of interviews and shit that he's saying. That's brainwashing us to believe that Kanye this type of person and all that stuff. But a real person, a strong person that stand on his own, gonna go look and get the knowledge to himself. A lot of people be too lazy to even get the knowledge and try to do it themselves.
You know what I did see? I went and read their books and stuff. I got a whole library. So I could see, like, I'm not just going by what somebody say. I got a whole library of books that I read that's explaining everything. So when I see it, I know it's true. But do you know how hard it is to sit there and see people who have whole conversations and they all wrong? You know what I'm saying?
You don't
And
know
you're
what's
right. It takes a special kind of courage. You're right about that, see.
yeah. And we be saying this stuff and then we pointed out like certain things that be said, like it just stick to, it's like it's sharp as hell when we hear it. All right, you know what I'm saying? We hear that shit. Certain motherfuckers hear that shit. All right, little nigga. They hear that shit and it's like they look over it or they don't understand. Have you ever seen somebody who so quick to run with some bullshit, but when they get some bullshit, when they hit some real shit, they don't even acknowledge it? You hear what I'm saying? Like we all fucked up out here, man. And this ain't doing nothing.
You know what I
Everything
be
that's
telling
going
them?
on is showing that we being brainwashed.
Facts. You know what I be telling them? See, I be saying I have to prove everything to y'all except religion. I ain't got to prove that to y'all.
Yeah.
You believe that. You believe all that, but you don't believe what I'm showing you to be true.
Um, and then things like this, like in jail, uh, just not to switch it over anything, but like these some of the major things that cause fights in jail. Religion, as they say, being woke, and just knowledge and news and shit like that. Those be problems in jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to see. How could we all come together and try to get an understanding without people cursing each other out or calling each other out their name and stuff like that, and really listening to somebody else's point of view? Because it'd be hard to even communicate with a motherfucker and have a conversation and lead a conversation without feeling like, man, I beat this nigga ass, or this motherfucker was trying to play me like I was stupid. You know what I'm saying? People don't even have understanding no more, and that's what's crazy out here.
It's the programming. See, they programmed. So when we say something like that, it triggers them. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? It triggers them because they're programmed. Some of us are strong enough to resist the programming, and we still have our common sense. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? But some of us don't, yo.
We losing fucking basic, like senses and shit like that. Common sense. You know what I'm saying? That shit is if you look around, out of 10 people, you gonna be like, man, 6 of these motherfuckers weird as hell. Okay, these folk, they might be alright, but still, they goddamn it on the weird side too. Niggas be doing all type of crazy ass shit out here. I be looking and like, I be seeing some shit and be feeling like I'm out of place. Like, man, what the fuck? Just
Me
looking
too.
around and shit. Like
Me
these
too.
motherfuckers crazy. Like I be in the club, or when I used to go to the clubs and shit, I'm sitting in that bitch drinking, listening to music, and then some. I just look around and get to seeing, noticing little crazy ass shit, and be like, man, I ain't even supposed to be in this motherfucker, man. Take your ass home. It's over with. You see what I'm saying? Like I just be noticing it and peeping shit, getting little feelings and shit. Like, when shit ain't right. I don't know if it's self-conscious or what it is, man. But
It's
you
your
be knowing though. You know
intuition.
what I'm saying?
That's the God in you. And I'm glad that you listened to that voice that was telling you that you should get out of there and you felt out of place and you listened to that. Because a lot of people, I think Takeoff felt out of place that night. If you
Mm.
look at his movements and stuff, he felt out of place. And maybe if he would have left and said, yo, I'm out of here, he would still be here. Or it was I think he knew something was gonna go down.
That's like me. Like, it be times I don't know what it is. I be somewhere and I be like, you know what? I know the police be hot this way. To avoid going fucking with me, I'm gonna go the other way. And I'll be done said that and made this motherfucking plan in my head and then went the other way, not doing what I said I was gonna do, and be done got pulled over for speeding or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Got an unnecessary ticket when I said I was going to avoid them because I'm already knowing that how they be right here in this area, but I could avoid them and me not following with my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like we in our heads we say we gonna do this and do that, but it's like shit. You get comfortable and relax and be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it this way. That's why you gotta follow your first mind. That first thing that pop up in your head when you be in situations, follow that shit. Don't overthink it. I think that's where I got a problem, man. I'm an overthinker. I look at a situation and try to analyze that bitch and have 15 different results to that motherfucker. I be overthinking shit, man.
Well, they say that your first mind, your first mind is your higher self. It's your all knowing self. We have an all knowing part of us, but we ignore it because we've been so programmed on, school, even school. Because babies come in already with a God program. But we teach them the system that we live under. That's why they be so wanting the kids to go to school so early and stuff, because they want to deprogram them as early as possible from the program that God sent them down here with. I know
Mm.
that sounds strange to y'all. It might sound far fetched, but the babies come here with a totally different program.
Have you noticed that like the kids, they be sweet and good like until they start going to daycares and programs like that. This when they start getting all that little sneaky and that little bad activity. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a lot of kids that stay at home, and a lot of motherfuckers be like, oh, that's a mama's that's he a mama's boy or something because he grew up around up under his mom. It's not that he's a mama's boy. He just ain't been, he ain't been around the environments that other motherfuckers have, so he don't know how to respond to that shit. Innocence, that's what it is. You see a lot of kids, the little kids, innocence and shit that used to be funny, that you see them to start doing all crazy and weird type of shit from motherfuckers that influences from the daycares and shit like that. Other people kids, everybody don't raise their kids to be right, believe it or not. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you might have a little Johnny at the daycare. Y'all trying to figure out why he study fighting and beating on all the kids, because this was going on to him at school, at home. So he bring this shit to school. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's a lot of shit that's going on, and we lost. We don't even, we can't even think of and see this shit, man. It's a few motherfuckers that be peeping this shit and seeing it, but when they see it, what they say, motherfuckers crazy, y'all. That nigga a clown. That nigga fucking goofy. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get to saying shit like that, And just because they don't really understand the motherfucker, I've been that motherfucker to judge a motherfucker because I don't understand them, to only later on down the line and be like, you know what, this nigga knew what the fuck he was talking about. You
Yeah.
know, not giving a motherfucker a chance or thinking as soon as a motherfucker open their mouth, they saying some crazy shit. When in actuality, it don't be that. Some people really be trying to put you up on game. Like my old man, he 30 years older than me. I'm 37, he's 67. So when I first moved out here to Atlanta or whatever, I'm doing my thing. Man, you doing your thing, man. I'm proud of you or whatever. So I'm like, man, I'm finna move my baby mama out here with me. He, oh, no, don't move your baby mama out here. When you do that, you're gonna lose both of your jobs. You're gonna be in jail, all type of shit. You like, you know what I'm saying? You living free. You different. And sure enough to tell you, man, like, not all the shit he said happened, but some of the shit he said happened. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they be knowing it. And instead of us taking that lesson from them and listening to them, that message and stuff, I ain't trying to hear that shit. If I'd have listened to that nigga, you know what I'm saying, I probably would have still been in my situations or some other shit like that, because I came out here and got straight on business. You know what I'm saying? It was when I got them and started putting my attention to the other shit when I started bullshit. But you live and you learn, though. You see what I'm saying? Maybe I had to go through that experience myself for me to be the person that I am right now. You know, a lot of people they go through things and they don't know how to prevail from them. You know, that shit break them down. When it be trying to build yourself up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I come with this I am somebody, the movement. It was hella days. Like, yeah, I tell y'all where I got that shit from, right? It was hella days where I'm feeling sad and down and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a fucked up situation. And I end up watching a movie. And the man on the movie, he was trying to build the kid because they was some fucked up kids. He trying to build they self-esteem and everything. He like, look in the mirror, y'all, and say, I am somebody. I forget the name of the movie.
Was it Lean on Me?
If it wasn't Lean on Me, it was House Party.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the three little knuckleheads, he made them repeat after me, and they was like, I am somebody. And that shit just stuck in my head. You feel what I'm saying? I had a situation where I was going through, I was feeling down. And I started, goddamn it, just saying that shit every day. I built up my own confidence and self-esteem to be where the fuck I was supposed to be at. I was feeling down and out. And that one little thing right there helped me, goddamn it, elevate and be some of the man that I'm supposed to be today. Yeah, it's House Party. That was House Party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's called a mantra. That's what it's called, a mantra.
Mm-hmm. So this is everything that we seeing with this shit, man. Jay Prince, I think it was out of love, but it was also a publicity stunt. To buy all these roses and do that and throw your own memorial because you know you can't come to this one. But I still believe it was a publicity stunt. People don't do things just naturally no more out of love. It's to be seen. You see what I'm saying? And they want to be congratulated in front of everybody and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that shit was sincere. But I believe he just did it because he knew it was the right thing to do, you know.
My thing is, why did he say the Prince family on there? Like, it should have just said rest in peace, take off, and we're gonna miss you or something like that. Why you have to put it? To me, it's because I think they're trying to do damage control because they've gotten so much slack from what happened with Takeoff. Yeah. So that's what it looked like to me.
And, you know, I'm doing all this and I'm going to put the Prince family because I still want what? Recognition. I want to be recognized by this shit. I got a very reputable reputation going on in society, and not too many people play or even make advances or threats my way. You know how all that slick talking ass shit he be doing, man.
Mm-hmm.
See, that don't make it better. He tried to throw a bunch of big ass words in there and talk all slick and shit, and think that motherfucker gonna be like, oh, it's cool. Cause you after hearing all that, you know a motherfucker like, oh damn, this nigga deep and shit. But nigga, it's all for the motherfucking cameras, man. Everything.
I think the whole situation was very disrespectful on all levels. I've never seen so much disrespect being displayed the way this man was disrespected, and the way that he carried himself in life, it just it doesn't add up to the respect he should have gotten to me.
Yeah, and then for him to be a laid back individual, like like me, how I carry myself. I'm alone for real. I fuck with who I fuck with. I'm not too big on hanging with crowds and doing all that shit. People always want to hang with me. You know what I'm saying? So I never want to be in the crowds and do all that shit, man. And I feel like them having his funeral and making it open to the public, and that's don't fit his whole demeanor. You see what I'm saying? I felt like them as a family, I know y'all got love for him. Y'all just want him to go out on the right way. But sometimes you gotta do things, you know, within your family and shit like that. Y'all want to do this big and make it memorable. That's what they was trying to make it memorable, and everybody make this memorable for years. Everybody talking about this, man. He gone. But I still feel like it was supposed to be taken, you know what I'm saying, and handled in a different situation too.
But what people are going to remember the most is the way his son walked out and left that man on that floor leaking like that. And Johnny Mac just said, because the world is sick and truth is coming to light quick. 40 people at a private party and no one is in custody. That right there, that's a huge statement.
They go to show you that people still, I don't know if it's called fearing the police or they got that code that they not, you know what I'm saying? Like some of these codes and these things that we live by is ridiculous. Until you gonna want everybody want justice and gonna keep they gonna keep their mouth closed until it happened to them and they a victim, or you see what I'm saying, then they gonna want some type of justice and all that shit. So it be careful how you look at shit and how you play shit, because you can go from being what's that shit when you got them and look from it from the side, you can be looking from the side, but then as quick as you looking from the side and shit, a spectator, you could be involved in this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So,
and us being disconnected is just leaving us all open to be victims. Like we have to, the disconnection is what's leaving us open for attack. Like people don't even get that. Like you don't have to read no Art of War books to notice that, to realize that. I mean, I don't know why we can't think of ourselves as a whole instead of individually. We can't do nothing individually.
Facts. And then we don't got people that's willing to help each other out, man. Like the compassion, the love, all that shit, man. That shit, goddamn it, it's not there no more. It's not there no more. And it's a whole fucked up little situation, man.
It is. Kaya
Yeah,
Baby is talking about the time when Young Boy had got his chain taken, and when Young Boy went off on Jay Prince and them. Now we
yeah.
see why he was going off. He felt something. You know what I mean?
Like this man, and then this what the Prince family pray off. This what they go off of. Oh, we've been our name. People hold my name come with respect. So you got a lot of people that fear them, and a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, just gonna honor them off their name. But you got motherfuckers like me, like shit, nigga, you just a regular motherfucker like me, nigga. I'm not gonna hold you up here high like this and then you calling me telling me you got my shit, you know what I'm saying? Then you talking in all these big ass words and all this shit, you gonna piss me off, nigga. Fuck you and the words and the fucking keys and that chain, nigga. That was gonna be my response. Don't call me with that shit, because if you was for real with it, you would have just been like, man, hit me on the inbox, like, I got your shit back for you. You would never went and made no public display. The bull stuff is not gonna be tolerated in my city of Houston. Anybody committing criminal activity will be dealt with necessary fashion. You see what I'm saying? Shit like that piss me off. I want to hear them big ass words. You try to put this shit together, nigga. You had something to do with this shit, nigga.
When you respected, when you earn respect, you ain't got to do none of that, right? See, people just respect you off of GP, off of your actions, not because your money, or they turned it into like you just respect people because they have money, and that's another thing that diminished our power that we had together in our unity.
Yeah, man. Just because a lot of motherfuckers with money get respect. They get the respect, but it don't be earned respect. Your respect be bought. You see what I'm saying? It's motherfuckers. You got a motherfucker walk around this bitch who know how to manage $1,000. Just know how to manage that shit. And he respected more than some of these millionaires and shit like that. Some people let that money shit go to their head.
That's a fact. Look at Jay Prince Jr. He didn't grow up in the hood. Why is he choosing? He had a life of full of fulfillment. He had everything he wanted. He didn't have no reason to take this route. And that's what makes him suspicious to me too. Like, why are you allowing your sons to live this lifestyle when you set them up so they wouldn't have to live this lifestyle?
Right. And then, it's all, when shit like this happen, all type of little clips and shit get to popping out on YouTube. The clip with him and Young Chop having words. Young Chop tell him, I know who your daddy is. He say, that's cool. Me and my daddy a little different. My body will work a little different. So right there to go to tell me that this motherfucker cocky and arrogant. You see what I'm saying? Like, and just the way that he move and the way that he do things, still being cocky as a nigga done lost their life and they supposed to been out there kicking it with your family. You feel what I'm saying? Mob ties and shit. That was cocky as hell to walk up out of that motherfucking bowling alley. And it seemed to me that some slick shit was being said as he was walking up out that motherfucker. I know I'm not the only one that caught that shit. You see what I'm saying?
No, a lot of people said that he was saying something slick, and that disrespect that he displayed cannot be taken back. That can't be taken back. And I always go back to back in the days as my point of reference. But back in the days, if you did something like that, nobody would mess with you. Nobody would deal with you. Like, you did that. Like, we ain't messing with that dude. You let your man lay there and leak and you just walked out like that.
Yeah, niggas don't be with having niggas' best interests. Like Jay Prince, big Jay Prince. You built your whole thing, empire, everything was off of respect. But you letting your son, it's not even both of the sons. One of them actually a decent ass nigga. The other one, it's the one where he want to be this super thug, super gangster. You see what I'm saying? And he got something to prove. So let's just put it like this. Let's say this the nigga, he got the money, right? And he go get him some flunkies that want to be up under him. Oh, we got this. I'm establish this. You feeding them, but you bird feeding them. You're not hitting them with a lot of money. Just say he got $2,500 in his pocket. Them niggas probably don't even have $200-$300 in their pocket. So they running around here thirsty, on point, ready to do whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's why they'll rob a motherfucker, because they know they can get that chain and that money and they can keep that shit. And they can finally do something around here. That's what niggas do, man. When niggas be in position and they got money, they pinch feed they niggas that they really supposed to be. You supposed to put him in position to whereas he can boss up and start doing these things for his people and shit, man. But the way that you thinking is a fucked up way of thinking. You see what I'm saying? And that's what keep motherfuckers in fucked up positions like that, like we in right now, cause niggas like that, man.
Yeah, from the school I come from, you would get no respect. You're supposed to be the man. That's your event. People are supposed to be checking in with you. You mob ties. And my man gets killed, a superstar at your event, and you just walk off. You didn't even ask who did it or nothing. You just left. No, 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 no. He wouldn't be able to show. Nobody would go to his events anymore, and he wouldn't be able to show his face. That's the school I come from.
Facts. And then he right there, he under the you leaving out as you see take Quavo grieving.
Right. He
So
wasn't screaming like that.
that incident, whatever y'all in there arguing about, that shit was more serious and than this man losing his people. Right there. See, niggas don't be thinking, man. He probably was under the see, I told that nigga don't fucking play with me, man. Niggas dead now. Then you drunk, you ain't in your right mind and all this shit. You probably high or whatever it is. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But this is just my opinion. And you get home and you dealing with it in the morning, you sobering up. Now you realize this shit fucked up.
And it's real. It's real. You can't fix that. You can't fix that.
So, and they can't touch Atlanta either. You know, Houston got a lot of the shit Atlanta got too. A lot of people's tend to flock to Houston. Is a big city too. They got a lot of shit in there, but that shit like this stop niggas from going to Houston.
That's a fact. And going to any event where they are going to be, and going to any event that they're hosting.
And that'll have people stop fucking with them. Now they not bringing this in as much money or whatever the fuck it is. You got one artist finesse 2 times doing this thing right now, but eventually he gonna get big enough to where he gonna want to go do his own thing. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll see a situation where he arguing about his contract or something. You know, so that go to show you was dealing with a bunch of fucking grease bags from the beginning. Fucking.
Because the rumor has it that Takeoff wasn't satisfied with his contract either. Like he was ready to get out of that contract.
Yeah. See, you be finding out that's the whole reason that Offset was no longer with them. You know, you seeing how much money your girl bringing in, doing what she doing, and you stuck in this, and you knowing you can get more, you gonna want to renegotiate some shit. But if a nigga ain't trying to renegotiate because they getting way more than you, or you know what I'm saying, it's nothing you can do but break the contract or shit like that, man. What's the word? It's all type of fucked up shit out here. And it seemed like when somebody see a way that they can elevate, it be fucked up because they didn't already put themselves in a fucked up situation. Signed a bogus deal or anything. It'd be a lot of things going on out here. I just be sitting by and watching this shit like, man, this shit can't be true. This shit going on like this, like shit crazy, man. For real.
It's sad, yo. It's like I watched rap music grow up from being a baby and grow into an adult and just become a piece of shit. That's how I feel about rap music.
So, do you remember they said that they had a meeting early when the rap first came?
And it was in 1991. It's when they started letting LA, like when LA came in with the gangster stuff, y'all. That's when it took a turn. That's when it started turning. But it took a long time to get us to where we are now, though.
A long time. So this was part of their plan. It wasn't gonna happen overnight. It's gonna happen though. Let's just put this shit in here. And you went from motherfuckers making music about partying and having messages in the music to music that's just crazy now. You know, it was everybody wanted to like the party and kicking and have fun. Then you like to hear a motherfucker really talking some real shit, talking that shit, spitting bars and shit. And then you got your turn up shit. But when you put the killer shit in that motherfucker and you make that shit hot with it, oh
They
man.
did that with the Biggie and that started with Biggie and Tupac.
Yeah, Biggie and Pac, though the music that Biggie and Pac was making before that shit was what I was just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Lyrical party music. Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be
Should
having,
be having my
you know what I'm
baby.
saying? Come on,
Oh
man.
God, it was so much fun. I wish I could take y'all back
Yeah,
to
that's
those days one time, yo.
even Pac, Dear Mama, Brenda, shit like that, man. It was music was different back then, man. To now, all you need is you a motherfucking 30 and you can shoot like you Steph Curry. You gonna hear and 60 motherfuckers done said that shit already. But motherfucker gonna be, oh, you heard what he just said? Just cause a nigga jumping around, his shirt off, guns and shit.
Mm. When
Niggas
Biggie had the summer of '95, and that nigga said, "In my jam, knocking in your Mitsubishi, girls peepee when they see me. Now the whole creep me in they teepee." I was like, "Oh my
yeah,
God!"
that's
Like
different
hip hop
right
have
there.
really from the
That was
beginning, huh?
Yeah, that's different right there. That's really right. Like that's rap right there, man.
Hmm.
It's not like that no more. It's not like that at all.
I wish I could take y'all back to before all of this happened and just one day, and y'all would be like, "Damn, it was so much fun, y'all." It was so all you wanted to do was get fly, get some money, and that was what it was about. Get fly, get your paper up. That's what it was about.
Yeah. And now I'm trying to tell you now, y'all motherfucker, goddamn it. You gotta have you a gun when you listening to the music. I don't know why, but you just gotta have you a gun when you listening to the music. It's just like it go together. You know what I'm saying? The gun and the music. Shit.
That's I can't vibe to that. I can't go to the club and vibe to people talking about how many people they killed and this and dead people. And I can't. I like exposing me. I
You
like that
know,
song. I like Vaughn songs. But when I found out that they were actually talking about real people, I couldn't listen to it no more.
yeah, you get to listening to that shit, you start putting that shit in your life. You at the job. The job, the supervisor tell you to do something. You get to talk, you say some slick shit to it and rap.
Let me tell you something, Bolo the Menace. I don't know how old you are, but don't say old school rap is hot garbage. Because if it wasn't for that hot garbage, you wouldn't have the shit you listening to right now that you think is hot. Everything starts from somewhere. Respect the core of things. You have to learn how to do that.
Yeah, and then that's what it be a lot of the times too. People don't even be having the patience to have respect. Just say one thing like this your opinion. That's why anytime I say something, I say this just my opinion because it's not just actual facts. It might be facts to me, but you know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to have an ear and be respectable. You know, people just look at it from their angle. They don't be looking at it from another person's point of view.
I don't know. I don't know what they be looking for because lyrically, to me, maybe it's because I'm from the old school. The lyrics was a little bit better.
Yeah,
The beats are more advanced now. But if these older rappers got in the ring, it started. You see the Migos, they be saying we'll battle anybody except the old school dudes because they know they ain't gonna win. You understand what I'm saying? It
yeah,
was a whole different criteria.
the music got watered down. It went from being real hardcore to you having to spit to just being able to make some catchy shit now. You see what I'm saying? It's the battle of catchy shit right now. Or if I could make a dance to your shit or do something like this, you know what I'm saying? Like you still got people that still gonna spit and do what they do and they get all the flowers. You see what I'm saying? But nowadays they just want to hear that catchy shit. Something catchy, you know what I'm saying? And then after you hear it, I bullshit you not. And say I get in the car and I'm riding for 3 hours or something. I'm being heard the same song for about 5 times. the same song because this what they putting it on the radio and they rotations and shit. Be like, damn, I just heard this, so now this shit stuck in your head because you done heard it 5 times. You changed from one radio station to another one, and it's on there too.
Like
You
people didn't know. People Rakim is a superstar. Like he's considered one of the best lyricists ever to touch a microphone. But he was gangster as hell, him and Eric B. They never talked about it in their songs though. You understand? They were some gangsters. They still are. But they did not talk about it in their music, y'all. They didn't even curse.
And then another thing is, it went from, at first you couldn't lie on wax. You had to keep it real on wax.
Mm-hmm. And you couldn't sound like nobody else. If you sounded like somebody else, you wouldn't get no respect.
Yeah. So that's where all this shit started going crazy at too.
What they did, Johnny, was they took the consciousness. I'm not gonna say we was all innocent with hip hop, but we had variety. We had different types. If we wanted some gangster shit, we had gangster shit. If we wanted some Brenda Got a Baby, you had Brenda Got a Baby. If you want party music, you got party music. But now everything is murder, death, kill, everything. And if you're not talking about that, you can't even get a contract.
Right. But then if you get to doing your own thing and being independent, killing them like that, something mysteriously happen to you, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kanye said that too, y'all. That in Hollywood, if you don't do what they want you to do, something mysteriously happens to somebody that love you. He said that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
he telling the truth. It's name anybody, name one of those top artists that didn't lose a family member. You can't.
Like you remember, I don't know if y'all remember. Y'all remember a couple of years ago. Remember around 2015, Cat Williams was hot, and just like every other week, Cat Williams was in some shit. You see what I'm saying? You like, man, I came to the point to believe, like, okay, maybe Cat Williams was doing this. I seen him do the push-ups at the club and fight the nigga on the stage. I see that, all that. But some of this shit, now y'all just fucking with this nigga. He not doing all this shit, goddammit. That nigga, goddammit, got locked up in a month. Probably like 15 times or something. The shit was just
doing the same thing to him that they was doing to DMX.
Yeah.
They was doing him and DMX the same way at the same time.
Yeah. And Cat Williams right now, he doing what he do, but I really believe he supposed to have a more active role in this shit. You see what I'm saying? Like more notoriety and shit. Cat Williams get a lot of discredit, but Cat Williams was actually a little funny motherfucker, man.
He was, man, and they didn't allow him to be what he was supposed to be. They didn't allow it.
Yeah. Say right after old Kel's OG passed. All this shit started for him.
Kels was a god in New York City. I'm telling you, like he was a god here. Okay, we loved him.
Yeah, that's how I know for a fact every motherfucking Chicago nigga was banging and loved that motherfucker. And I remember one time I said something about R. Kelly on Trench's News. Boy, they kick CEE-HOOD off the show. You can look in his eyes. He likes little girls and shit like God damn. All I said make some ass music. Man,
Let me tell you something. Kels is a part of the soundtrack to my life. I think I rocked out to Kels at least 10 years straight. No cap. Like Kels was the shit over there.
Kels been around since I was a child.
Yep, Kels. Right. When Kels came out, he sounded just like Aaron Hall from Die.
Yeah.
And then he sounded just like him.
Wasn't they a group or something?
Yeah, he was it was R. Kelly and damn, I forgot they did that for Generation something, wasn't it?
They had. I just remember. I don't know the name. I remember it with the group and shit, man. I graduated to R. Kelly, 8th grade.
Public announcement, yeah, public announcement. See,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
A lot
then
of y'all, a lot of people graduated to I Believe I Could Fly. A lot of people was made to some of his songs and all that
yo,
stuff.
the
So
Jamaicans love that song. The Jamaicans, boy, I believe I can fly. You can't,
won't you
and
whine
I
for
can't
I lived
sleep.
in LA with
Uh,
when that won't you whine for me. When that came out, they was
uh,
going crazy in LA over that shit.
yo, that
I
Kels was the man, yo.
Yeah, man. This the old days, man. We got motherfuckers like August Alsina now and shit like that, man. The music done changed up on us, man. At least
Well,
if we listen to one of his tapes, at least we could play the whole fucking tape. Right now,
the whole, I
everybody
didn't have to skip no songs on his albums.
on live. Now on everybody shit, it's probably 3 songs they got out of 12.
If three, if
Three.
that,
Yeah, if that, you be like, man, the music done got so bullshit, man. Like, damn. I ain't, man, I remember you used to just put something on and let that bitch play
let
out.
that shit rock out, just rock out, especially 12 play. Oh my God. What?
Man.
That's all you heard in New York City. And we didn't even realize he was from another state. We thought Kels was, we didn't know, we didn't give a fuck where he was from.
Mhm.
We loved that boy, I'm telling you. But they knew that they was gonna shut down R&B. And remember I said earlier that they announce things in movies and stuff when they're gonna do it. And how they announced to us that they was gonna shut R. Kelly down was when it wasn't so much the plot of the movie, but the vibration in the title. And the title of that movie was Romeo Must Die. That's why they had Aaliyah in that movie. I'm telling you, these people play real slick, but I'm on to how they play. I'm on to them.
Yeah, everybody don't be and shit. Aaliyah came in, they was passing her around, and we gonna keep it real. And she was only 15. You see what I'm saying? They was in line, they was starting beefs over her, man. Like Aaliyah, they was trying to pass her around and R. Kelly, everybody be like, R. Kelly was messing with her. He not the only one, y'all. I ain't gonna put nobody else out, but if you know, you know. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They was trying.
story. They talking about the when they got married. That story was in New York too. Like, it's nothing that was going on in Chicago that about R. Kelly that wasn't going on in New York. We knew everything about Kels. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Kels was a honorary New Yorker. Because he used to always be here. He'd be back and forth from Chicago, New York, Chicago.
Oh yeah. See, and then at the time, New York was big in the rap game.
Mm-hmm.
It was like you had to go through New York at the time. You know what I'm saying? Then it went from New York that to down south. And down south just held it down for all these years. It was I remember coming up listening to Method Man and Red Man. Yo, bitch, my middle name must be I ain't shit. Cause every time I'm in the hood, bitches be like you ain't shit. I be there. You know what I'm saying? I remember coming up to that New York shit.
Well, it's sort of like drill. It's sort of like drill. We created rap, right? And it spread in other states. And it be, they took it from us because niggas wanted $2 million for a video and shit. They was just doing too much. So they
Yeah,
gave it to the down south dudes because they only wanted like 300,000. They make a video. But
yeah,
just like drill, drill started there, and you had to get your respect when people first started wanting to do it from Chicago. Well,
yeah,
and now they just don't give a fuck. Everybody doing drill. That's what happened with rap. Same shit.
yeah. Cause the shit that they had, man, yeah, it was just unique. Just for a motherfucker to even be able to do that, put this shit down and expressing it, like tell you a real, like they told you stories, and when they was telling you the stories, you could picture these motherfuckers. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
like Ghostface and them. Yeah, they tell you them stories. You could see it.
Nowadays, you don't, what story you getting from out this shit? You see what I'm saying? You don't get no.
Vaughn had that storytelling with him. Vaughn had it.
Mm-hmm.
Vaughn had it. Vaughn had brought the storytelling back, but they want to allow Vaughn to just be a storyteller. They really, pushed for him to be in the streets and then condemned him for it.
That CD before he died that he dropped, Welcome to Old Block, I ain't gonna lie to you, he had some shit on there, man. Well, I was like, man, this nigga just started rapping and got songs like this. Like, he had some decent shit, like some crossover music. Like, I think he would have been bigger than Durk right now, but he would have been.
Thanks.
He'd have been in jail. But besides the bullshit, if it wasn't no bullshit involved right now, he'd be bigger than Durk right now.
Let me tell you this. When I saw him and Duck going back and forth, like I was watching the reactions because I came in late on Drill. And when I saw the reactions, when they do the reactions on YouTube, and Vaughn will make a song, then Duck will make a song, then Duck will make a song, then Vaughn will make a song. Let me tell you, that reminds me of hip hop. And I hadn't had that feeling in a long time of that type of competition. That was real hip hop. It's drill, but that would reminded me of hip hop, that part of it.
Facts. Hell yeah. That shit was competitive. And that's what Cash was talking about when he said, let's make this shit fun again. Let's support again. You see what I'm saying? That's what he was talking about when he said that. And that went over a lot of motherfuckers' head. Rest in peace to Duck, Vaughn, and Cash. Rest in peace.
And Cash. God damn.
That's crazy.
3 of them gone. All of them gone.
It's crazy, man.
That shit is deep.
Then me, like, just being in the hood, I knew all 3 of them. I really knew Vaughn through, like, D Rose and when nigga triggered them coming through, fucking with me and shit. He'd be with them. Chief Keef, all of them, like, me to see all these niggas and see them get to growing and doing what they do, like, that shit make a nigga feel good on everything I love. That make a nigga feel good. That same little area that we all from, right? We all from the same area. I ain't gonna sit right here and lie to you. It came from, that shit reminded me of Newchick City paid in full because everybody was around that bitch getting money. That's why you got a lot of the niggas and the swag and shit, like the drill culture really navigate to that area because them niggas in the drill culture, not only did they see some killing shit, but they seen some getting money shit and shit like that supposed to be on movies. They was putting that shit on there, so that's why it made them captivating. And once you get over there and get to watching them, you stuck on watching them and shit because that's how it was just growing up in that area. I bullshit you not, man.
I know, because that's how it was here. That's how it used to be in New York. A lot of the pioneers of hip hop, I grew up with them. And then to see them on TV, the first black designer, Carl Kanai, I grew up with him. I grew up with the Fat Boys. Then you turn around and see them in the movies. I know what you're talking about, C.
Yeah, for real. Be like, damn, that shit motivation like a motherfucker, man. Motivation like a motherfucker. And then to know that all these niggas knew each other, used to hang with each other, and all this shit escalated and got deep and serious, man.
But I think that was by design. I don't care what nobody say. I think they separated them on purpose. Just like I always thought they separated Pac and Big on purpose. I just seen the same shit happen again. It was just more deadly. Because Chicago had the energy. The energy jumps around. We had the energy for 30 years. Then down south had it. Then Atlanta had it. Then Philly had it. And it was time for Chicago to pop up, and they knew it. They knew Chicago had the energy, and they fucked it up on purpose.
And that's why we going through the shit that we going through today, y'all. Seeing a lot of this shit because of the influence. It's a big influence. If you see one motherfucker getting on off of making a song like this, what's gonna be your motivation to make something like this? You really don't even, these songs, it's just they catchy and they talking some real street shit. It got too real because niggas going to jail. They telling about all this shit, nigga, how they done killed. I remember I killed Johnny, nigga. You hear what I'm saying? They making songs like this. It done got to that point. Like raw, real rap. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
but they want to kill it.
Yeah, they want to kill it, and it making it look dumb because it's like, man, this nigga telling on himself, man. What the fuck, this nigga? You feel what I'm saying? Like
The
you don't
three
even
big
want to listen
cities.
to music no more. We
The,
really
the,
get the like. It be a damn shame when you tell a motherfucker you rap, right? And they be like, "Where you from? Chicago?" And then they be like, they think you get the rap and all that same shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't never tell no motherfucker none of that shit. I just be playing my shit and let them go from there. They're like, "Oh, that's it. I thought you was gonna be talking about killing and shooting motherfuckers and shit." Nah, man. Everybody don't do that shit, man. You see what I'm saying? Like that shit be funny. Or to run into a motherfucker out here and they know I'm from Chicago and them to be like instantly be like try to shake my hand and be like on phone them grave or something like I don't do that shit, man.
right, right.
Man, like come on, bro. Like it's crazy. They throw a jacket on you just off of what the fuck going on in the city, just thinking everybody like that. I ain't even
Right.
like that, man, on the real.
It's so sad, yo. I'd be ready to cry. When I first, I'm telling you, when I first figured out what was really going on out there, I used to call AZ crying. I used to call AZ Ace Boogie from Paid in Full and cry to him because I couldn't believe what the fuck was going on. I had him going to look at all the videos and stuff like that because he couldn't believe it when, we didn't know about drill. We didn't know nothing about drill.
Mm-hmm. That shit crazy. When I first heard that shit, listening to that shit, I'm like, man, this what my man, these niggas crazy. Not thinking that this shit would go and get bigger like it is. Cause I was listening to Duck had made a song called E-Day Is You Serious. And
I
E-Day,
love that song.
yeah, E-Day and them had they song too. You know what I'm saying? And we just listening
Mhm.
to them going back and forth and we knowing them from fooling them from over here, fooling them from back there. You know what I'm saying? So we just watching this shit and then we get to seeing it like nigga, it's really up there. Like I seen E-Day on Rest in Peace to E-Day. I seen E-Day, E-Day used to walk through the whole hood before they started doing all the shooting and shit. I
Mhm.
seen him walking up 61st and King Drive. I'm up there hustling. I seen the GDs from Vernon come over there and they act like they finna jump on him. Now I know E-Day, you know what I'm saying? So he be with my people and shit. I know y'all can't get down on him. Y'all can fight him head up. Fight him head up. And E-Day knocked the nigga out. You see what I'm saying? And then I knew from then on, it was like them niggas just started playing with pistols and shit. It went from fighting, it was to a stage where niggas was fighting, catching motherfuckers jumping on them with shit. I
Yeah.
saved them that day though. On everything I love on 61st and King Drive. The nigga told me, he said, man, G, you ain't even got nothing to do with this. I know I ain't got nothing to do with it. I just know him. I can't let y'all jump on him though. You see what I'm saying? Vice versa. Whereas niggas goddamn it was trying to get down on young. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And man, now that's my girl, little brother, whoopty whoop. You know what I'm saying? You saving these niggas. Now I'm getting into it with the BDs because they thinking I'm saving him on this shit with all the time. This my girl, little brother. I can't allow y'all to do no shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? And I had a whole incident. I ain't go running and telling no motherfuckers and doing all that shit. I handle my shit. Every motherfucker know what the fuck. Hood don't be on that shit. Hood get money.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? I done had little incidents just off of knowing both sides and being close to both sides with different motherfuckers to whereas they feel like, oh man, you saving this nigga. I'm not saving this nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I'm doing what the fuck you would want done if they caught your ass. You feel me?
Yeah.
So leave that shit alone, man. On
That
everything
happened
I
in my
love.
whole crew. When the
Man.
crack came out, when they started fighting for territory, the hood split up in two.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same story. It went from fighting the guns to gunplay, and everybody started dropping. So that's why a lot of people my age went over and started looking at drill because, and I saw a lot of people my age in the comments would be like, yo, this shit is like the 80s crack era. Because that's what it reminded us of, yo. It was like it was repeating itself all over again.
But guess what it is? It is the 80s crack era because they off the pills and shit. Guess what's in the pills? All that shit. So yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
just a repeat of itself. Hey Juice, yeah, Lil Mouse, my homie just signed Lil Mouse now. Scooter 35th game. Ebu and all them, Taboo and all them. You might know them because I forgot you said you went to Finger Juice. Them my people, man. Lil Mouse and them and shit, man. What's the other nigga? Mayberry, the nigga that's rapping in Chicago, his music all over the radio right now. We might know the same people.
You talked about Joe Gotti already, see?
Oh, hell nah. We've been on Jay Prince for an hour and 15 minutes. But we this just how I be going. Shit. I told them like shit, we gonna be in and out of shit. They know how I go over this motherfucker. That's the next topic, man. We should get on Yo Gotti brother being tied to the new suspect in this Young Dolph case, man. This nigga, goddamn it, he tied them through the pictures. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, we vibing. He threw the pictures, right? And you know, through pictures they can make RICOs and all type of shit, indictments and conspiracies, all type of shit. So him being with this shit, man, I just think that they in trouble, man. Plus the prior shit that Black Youngster done did, all this shit being tied to CMG, and I think it's going to be a situation. I don't know when it's coming, but I think it's going to be a situation with CMG, Yo Gotti and them, Black Youngster and them, somebody going to jail for this Dolph shit.
If they don't get in trouble, if nobody gets in trouble besides the dude Cornbread, that's lot of cats, that's those father. If nobody gets in trouble besides him, I know that they all down with the people. I'm sorry, but it's plain as day. I always felt it had something to do with them in the first place. But and look at these, both of these deaths, Takeoff, and Dolph. I don't think, in my eyes, I don't think they did anything that warranted them being murdered.
Hell no. Dolph was in a lot of shit though, street shit out there. But for so it was he knew what he had going on, man. Dolph was in a lot of street shit. So this is what I've been told, you know what I'm saying? And but Takeoff, no, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like they said they'd be going to parties, playing sports and shit like that, and Takeoff would be chilling. He want to be a rapper. You see what I'm saying? Writing his music, doing what he do. He was in his own little world, man.
Mm-hmm.
Was,
I could see that. I could see how he vibed. That he was just a different. He reminded me of Duke the Jeweler so much.
Yeah, they actually look a little alike too. If you actually got them to sit back and have the pictures and shit, man. Yeah, they most definitely. Duke the Jeweler was a laid back motherfucker. By Duke the Jeweler being a laid back motherfucker, he more accepted and open to how them niggas was. So he opened up to them niggas, trusted them niggas, and ended up losing his life. And when we coming up in the streets, we know that you can't show no love. I feel like Duke the Jeweler should have had at least two people with him.
And they said he had people with him, but I don't know. But
it by itself, I believe he should have had two motherfuckers with him. One motherfucker that just sober, and then you got the other motherfucker that's there with you, just so you can be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And so that another motherfucker might not want to make no, you know what I'm saying, advancements or anything to you to try to harm you and shit like that. That's why I'm happy I got family in Chicago, LA, Houston, Baton Rouge. Like, I'm glad, Mississippi, I'm glad I got family when I be, sliding around and shit. So just in case I come through the city, cause they'll tell me like, man, now, if you get caught with this gun or something, cause they gonna try to hang your ass. I'd rather get caught with this than, go through a situation to where I'm gonna lose my life. And when I come to a city, I don't consider it checking in. I'm just asking for something to protect myself while I'm here. And I bring this motherfucker back before I leave. And I can move around by myself. You see what I'm saying? I don't need no group of niggas with me, trailing me around and doing all. No, I'm cool.
But they both people that they thought they could trust.
Yeah.
The same people at that.
And that be our problem. We get too comfortable and feel like we can do things that we don't need to be doing.
Yeah.
Oh, everything I love. When you should really stay in your element and shit like that, man. And cause sometimes that be the best way. For real. Like when I be coming to Chicago, everybody hitting me up. Where you at, bro? I'm finna get slapped and drunk. I can't goddamn it ride the whole city, go bend up on everybody. So you know what? I might have a location that you can pull up on me on. If you can't get there to see me and fuck with me, obviously it wasn't meant to be. You really didn't want to rock with me. So I don't be caring about like when niggas be saying, oh, Hood come to the city and he don't even be fucking with motherfuckers. Niggas be saying little slick shit. I got my own shit going on. Y'all got to get on my game plan, man. You see what I'm saying? And plus, my whole goal is I got to get back to the crib. You feel? So I move different, man. I just don't be doing all that extra ass, goofy ass shit, man. I learned, man. I've been shot. I got 5 bullet holes in my body, man.
Wow.
I started moving different after I had that experience and shit like that. Plus, I had kids, and then once I got shot, I'm seeing how my kids. That really showed me how my kids really love me. You see what I'm saying? Because they was like they reactions and shit. Like that's me seeing that shit showing. Like it's not just me thinking about me no more. I got kids that love me, man.
Right. It's not about you no more when you have kids.
On life. And I'm still having to be out here in the streets and do all this shit and try. Like this shit, it don't be easy, man. It'll make a nigga want to give up, but nigga gotta keep pushing though, man. That's what I learned. Just keep pushing, man. And don't complain about nothing, man. Deal with what you got, man, and be blessed. Keep pushing, man. I'm going to work, getting into it with niggas, getting in fights with niggas and shit. You see what I'm saying? Trying to go to work and shit. On everything I love. And I just kept doing this shit. It was my motivation, man, with my shouties, man. I don't know. A lot of niggas, when they have their kids, it motivate them to want to do something bigger and better, man.
That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to. Johnny Mac was saying that. Why would you move in Houston the same way you move in Chicago? You wouldn't get in a caravan of cars with millions and jewelry in the city because Johnny, he thought he was with some dudes that was on his level. This is mob ties. This is boosting. He thought he was with some dudes that they had money. He didn't know that they had a bunch of broke niggas around them.
Yeah, that's how it be. Niggas be, man, who the fuck is dude? He came here just shitting on us, man. I don't know who dude was, dog. That nigga had money, though. Y'all see his ice? I can hear Boosie saying that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I think they don't have money like they be fronting like they have.
Nah, them niggas, man, some of them niggas like us, man. They just in the spotlight, man, or they had it at one time. Some of them niggas, goddamn it, got some money, and some of them niggas don't got no money, man. And it's hard to fucking pick out because motherfuckers celebrities, man. Like now this everybody couldn't agree. I ain't being funny, but it is kind of funny how everybody could agree right now that YK Osiris, he ain't got no motherfucking money, man. You know what I'm saying? So all the shit he doing and saying and shit like that, he regular like us, man.
They be regular dudes. They be fronting for the public because that's how you get respect from the public. But they
Yeah,
don't have the way he was standing behind Duke the jeweler like that at that. I analyzed that gambling video to the T. To
he
the
looking
T.
over his shoulder trying to see the
Looking over
road.
him like he never seen. Like I was
He
like,
ain't had
wow.
no money. He didn't have no money like in his hands or anything like that. He said this nigga here by himself. This nigga, see that? I know how Duke the jeweler felt. I
Mm-hmm.
know how he felt. He in the room. These niggas, he probably hitting in the dice game, all this shit, nigga. He iced out, nigga. He under the boss act. He feel like a boss. This how he feel. This how he
And he
move.
wanted to be, he
He
wanted to
move.
let them know he was on their level too. See, like I
Yeah,
got money too, like y'all do. But he didn't know they was some fronting ass niggas. Jay Prince was looking like a little bitch across the table from Duke the Jeweler to me.
yeah, that's how it be though. Niggas be intimidated trying to figure out who the fuck
Exactly, King.
you know life. Like I ain't gonna bullshit you, y'all. This one time, my homie out here, we in Atlanta. We go to the strip club. We got what's Waka Flocka mama name? She was in that bitch.
Debbie.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she was in that bitch, and Stevie J in that bitch. So we all right here. It's the everybody. They got us right here mixed in with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Tables and shit. So Stevie J slide through that motherfucker. I don't know him or anything. We do just like this. Click up. What's up, fam? We chopping it up and shit. But we in that bitch. Me and my homie in that bitch doing us. You know what I'm saying? I tell my homie like, man, we should get a picture with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just under the act. You know what I'm saying? My homie like, man, you sounded like a groupie. So I'm like, that I'm drinking this shit. I'm like, yeah, you sound right and shit. Then the next morning, just long story short, the next morning we wake up, he talking about, man, nigga should have took the picture because ain't nobody gonna believe I'm like, but you was on some, you know what I'm saying? Cause this niggas be intimidated by niggas when they see a nigga doing that shit. This the whole point of me saying that. We had an opportunity right here, chopping it up, talking to the nigga to take the picture and shit, right? But you feeling like, man, a nigga on some groupie shit, because this nigga is who he is and of his status and all that shit. Nigga, you from out of town, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna believe you came to Atlanta and came and kicked it with folks with me, and then I took you to the club and we was amongst these motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Him trying to feel like a man and belittle this man, he ain't want to do it when he wake up in the morning and he felt a different type of way, man. That's just how niggas be, like you say, intimidated by niggas that
They
when they
be
got their own.
intimidated. I broke that whole video down. I think that video got like 8,000 views on my channel. I broke that video down to the T because I used to be at the gambling spots with niggas. And I knew what to look out for. I have a radar because I wanted, first of all, I was with people I loved. And if I had to whisper in their ear, I would whisper in their ear. You know what I'm saying? But the whole situation that happened, also with the Quavo thing, that's an old thing that from the beginning of gambling. Even in Harlem Nights, they highlighted about when the dude lost his money and he was mad because Richard Pryor was about to shut down the game and he couldn't win his money back. Everybody gets mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's protocol. If somebody loses a certain of all his money, you give him a chance to at least win some of it back.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't have been like if I was Vaughn manager or if I was there with Takeoff and them. I'm a female, and I'm telling you, it wouldn't have went down like that. I got it, my radar. You gotta have somebody. It don't necessarily have to be
That
just
one
moving.
soul motherfucker.
Yo,
That's like,
Vaughn
and
is
you. That's why I say you can't have all yes man with you, man.
right.
Can't have all yes man with you, man. Somebody that's gonna really keep it real with you, like, man, let's get the fuck up out of here.
No, because I would have been whoever went to tell him that. I would have been like, why the fuck you tell him that? And Vaughn, you ain't going. You not going. I would have had somebody if I had to knock him the fuck out. Fire me tomorrow, but you'll be
Yeah,
alive.
you see, now that's old school mentality right there. That's what motherfucker used to be. Man, I had to do it, man. So just so
Fact.
you, for real.
Knock him the fuck out. Duck wouldn't have went downtown to get the. Sorry, I'll go get it. You don't have to go get the CJ stuff. I'll go get CJ stuff. You stay
Yeah,
right there.
They said he was calling around looking for rides and shit. Motherfucker didn't even want to take.
I would have put it on video. This what you want? This what you want for him? He wouldn't have went no downtown after he just released Dead Bitches. No, that was too. It was too hot for him to be out there. It was too hot for him to be in the street.
From the time that the garage closed.
Where is the blue card?
From the time that the garage closed.
Yeah, they was cheating him too. QI Media. How you doing, Q Media? I know that, but partially too, he was talking about winning his money back. That's why they was talking about the basketball game. Because either they had played a basketball game the day before and Quavo won money, or they was telling him you could play basketball tomorrow and win some of your money back. And Quavo was like, nah, fuck that. That's when he was mad.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get this shit right fast.
That's how the whole basketball thing came into play, y'all. Because they was because Quavo beat them in basketball, or they were saying you could win some of your money back tomorrow at the basketball game. But they did cheat him. And he figured out they cheated him because they wouldn't let him win none of his money back. And that's when he got pissed off. That's when he felt like they was cheating him. Nobody will take them. Protect the bag. Yeah, protect the bag. Like, I'm a female and I know these things. That's how I know these dudes ain't from the streets. Like, you know, I didn't have to participate, but I was around street dudes. So I picked up a lot of stuff being a female. And I saw a lot of outcomes and I recorded it. It's recorded in my mind to the point where when I would be with dudes, like if we went to a party or something, they would come to me and be like, yo, you see that dude over there? What you picking up on him? Because they knew I was good at that. And that's something that you have to have if you play the streets, whether you participate in or you just a spectator. You got to know the rules. You got to know the movements. And they never get old. Those movements and those body language and all that shit don't get old. Just the slang changes and the way people dress changes and the characters change. But it's the same shit. Did you know Prodigy personally? No, I didn't know Prodigy, but I did go to his grandmother's school. I probably was in the same rooms with Prodigy when he was little, but I didn't know, you know, that he was going to grow up to be a rapper. But I did used to go to his grandmother's dancing school. I knew Guru from Gangstar. I grew up with the Fat Boys. I actually was with them when they was rehearsing to win that contest where they finally got their contract. Who else do I know? I knew J. Rue. I knew Carl Kanai, the designer. I grew up with him too. I grew up with Premier, one of the greatest hip hop producers. AZ Faison. AZ Faison is like my best friend. That's my best friend. And when Alpo passed away, I saw the picture of his body, but we just didn't release it because we could have made a whole bunch of money off of that. But I saw Alpo's body in the movie. And I got a lot of good friends that's up there and a lot of pioneer friends, but I just don't use them. I have my own brand.
Mm-hmm. That's why when I started doing this shit, I didn't want to tell nobody that I know all these niggas and shit because I don't want to make it look like I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My own thing.
Right. That's why I changed my Queen Lotus page to my Street Science page because I'm more anonymous here. And I know mostly all the big bloggers. I'm real cool with Mama Duck. I'm real cool. AZ Faison is one of my best friends. I don't use them because I don't want them to think I'm clout chasing them. I want them to know I'm their friend because I'm their friend. I'm cool with Swipe. I was with Swipe from day one when he started. I'm mad close with AK. I was just the same way when Swipe started. I was with Swipe. I was with AK the first time he started. The first video he did, I was with AK. And when things started happening, I used to hit AK on the email and go, let's go live. And and it grew from there. That's why he loved me and I love him. That's why I love Swipe and Swipe loved me.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it be the support thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers remember that shit. That shit go a long way.
Yeah, I used to encourage them like keep going, you know, because they was coming with the authentic shit. Like I just felt that they was real. Again, my radar came into play. I could tell who the real dudes is, even through the internet. I could just feel they passion, they body language, they aura. I'm just good at that shit. I was even close with Hassan at one point. But when Hassan started talking about Mama Duck like that, I kind of backed off from Haas. But me and Haas was cool too. I was one of his moderators.
He started going crazy with that shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I wanted to talk to him about it, but he got mad at me because I was with AK and him and AK be beefing and he took my rent and stuff. But if you notice, he never said my name and he never disrespected me. So one day I'm gonna talk to him about the Mama Duck situation.
Yeah.
He
Get a
never
little
that's one thing. Hassan never disrespected me.
right. Get a little understanding on that shit, man. So with this Yo Gotti shit and all this shit, we agree that shit could be ugly for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Real ugly.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Hell yeah. So
Yeah,
we agree with that. And another thing, the next thing I wanted to talk about was it ain't nothing too big or nothing, but it's just still need to be talked about. Did y'all see Lil Durk with Mariah Carey?
oh my God. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, y'all the older ladies they trying to get that in the game. They trying to get their
She
groove back.
always was like that though. She was always like she would always like to be around the hottest rappers. You feel that's how
Yeah,
Old Dirty Bastard got on one of her biggest songs and all that.
yeah.
Then she was with Puffy and she was
Hey,
hanging
hey,
out with
y'all,
Puffy
you
and
saw Monica. You saw
the
Monica
Miz
with
Dupree
Kodak
too.
Black.
Hmm.
You saw Monica with Kodak Black.
Yeah, I saw that, but they denying that they in a relationship. They saying they ain't fucking with each other like that.
Yeah, they ain't fucking with each other. They probably just fucked for 3 days. We just had
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, yeah. So I know she's still like kind of linked up with C Murder, even though he in jail.
Mm-hmm.
She's still kind of linked up with him.
Hell yeah. So, but this Durk and Mariah Carey, yeah, Mariah always been around. The
Kaya said Durk is bored.
he bored. Well, I
But
don't know.
Mariah
Mariah probably got that
what? She got
motherfucker.
money. She got position. She can
Mariah
cook.
got that Christmas Day money. And when I say Christmas Day money, I mean come to Christmas days, all you hear is Mariah Carey, all holidays, man.
You
Her
see,
money different.
Nick Cannon is younger than Mariah. She wasn't this Mariah my age. She around 50 something, 51 or 52.
Yeah, Mariah was goddamn it. She was dipping in the sugar jar. She liked that shit. He gave her twins, Nick Cannon running around here. They said he first it was 11, then 3 days later they like he expected baby number 12. Damn, he shitting on me.
Damn.
Shit,
That nigga just dropping shit every fucking week. He don't wear protection or nothing. Damn.
that nigga going crazy with it. I'm like, God damn, that nigga killing me, y'all. I feel good about myself. Shit, everything. God damn it. The long as he keep doing that shit, bro. Yeah, he going
Like
crazy.
after Mariah, he just went crazy out there. That's CJ.
Yeah.
Oh, CJ. Look how fat you getting.
Yeah, this motherfucker getting big, man.
You a fat baby. Mm-hmm.
Long than the motherfucker, man.
And she was engaged to a billionaire, but they broke up. And yeah, she's not engaged to him no more, Kaya.
Oh yeah, damn. She be doing her thing though. I can't even lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
She
told
been,
Hey, I told my girl last night, I'm like, hey, we gotta make him a motherfucking YouTube and Instagram, all that shit.
Yeah,
She told
we can watch him grow up because we watched him be born. We like
that's what I told her. I
he
told her
got
that
a
shit
lot of godmothers and godfathers out here on these YouTube streets.
all life. I told her that shit yesterday. She like, boy, I'm like, you think I'm playing?
He's
I'm
a
like,
star already. He was already when his little self was sitting there with like he was here before or some shit.
yeah, and then this nigga, swipe been said that shit like, nigga, that shit gonna be big, nigga. You gonna
That
get
would be. He a month old now, right?
nah, it ain't even
He 3 weeks.
uh-huh.
Yeah, he 3 weeks yesterday. Yeah, I've been keeping up with him.
Yeah, everything. He finna be there though. I told her that shit last night. She just laughed. I'm like, nigga, I'm dead serious, nigga.
You know, drop a video here and there, like when you go to the doctor, or you know what I'm saying. Like we want to see him grow too. You can't just introduce us to him like that and then take him away.
yeah, that's what I was telling her. She like, boy, you crazy. She laughing and thinking, I told her, bitch, you thinking small when you need to think big, bitch. Think big.
No,
So,
that's a good idea. I agree. I want to see him anyway, so I agree. I'm with it. I'll be right there, front and center.
that's why I swipe like, man, that's the first time that shit ever happened. And,
Fact.
and to do something like that, man, he like, man, that shit would be raw as hell to go on with the years with. That shit would be. That's
And that's good for y'all to have too. Like that's your whole diary of him from beginning. You know what I'm saying?
uh-huh.
That shit is fly. That should make me want to have a baby. Yeah. That's Joe said he the trenches prodigy baby.
Oh, everything. He starting it off. He gonna be the one that come with the change. We preaching this. My mind is my nine, and I am somebody. He gonna be the one that come with the message and deliver that shit. And just like Malcolm and Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it right now.
Fact, and he already got an army and a navy.
Facts. Facts. This motherfucker want me. He want me to hold. Then you sleep. Yeah, though, man. She had to go get the motherfucker. You know, my dogs be getting haircuts and shit.
Mm-hmm. She went to the groomer.
Yeah, got to go pick them up. They finna come in here. One of them bitch, the female gonna come in with her flat iron and shit, the nose and shit. Then the nigga gonna come in with his mohawk. You know what I'm saying? The dogs get haircuts around this motherfucker.
I wish I could get dogs. I'm allergic to dogs and cats. I can't have no fucking pets.
Mm-hmm.
I love dogs.
Little shit, so yeah, you late, Lexi. We been kicking it on this motherfucker talking shit. You know, the real motherfuckers gonna stay and listen. The fake motherfuckers gonna leave because the conversation too deep.
Right. We ain't even really go that deep either. We just touching the surface.
Just talking like a motherfucker, and we talked about motherfucking Jay Prince and whatever else. We talked for a whole hour. Shit, we just got on the third subject of Lil Durk and Mariah Carey. Goddamn.
Hell yeah, Lexi, what's up, Lex?
Yeah, I told y'all we gonna get a message on this page and a good laugh. That's my goal.
And I feel comfortable up here with you and Swipe.
Yeah,
I be on big ass platform with him sometime too.
Yeah, cause you know why? Cause you done been on AK with me. You've been on Sadie Nash with me. You've been on Trench News with me. So the feel and the vibe, what type of I am, and you know I'm a cool ass nigga. I met you through them platforms, and over here we a family. That's how the shit to go.
But Sadie, you remind me. I said Sadie. Me and Sadie always arguing. You remind me of my son's godfather. He was a cool ass nigga. He had the same swag as you. He would beat niggas' ass. You know what I'm saying? But you really reminded me of. So from the beginning, when I started hearing you, I felt like, a good aura from you because you remind me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that made me start rocking and rolling with you, man. I ain't got no issues with nobody. I be wanting to see everybody, you know what I'm saying, do what they do and do with this shit. Like, and that's why I be trying to preach this message over here. Like, get familiar with everybody in the comments, because I remember only having 5, 7 motherfuckers watching and shit like that. And I
Mm-hmm.
told them, I used to say, man, it's small right now. We a village, but we gonna
Mm-hmm.
grow to a community. You see what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact. That's a fact.
It done been hundreds of motherfuckers on here before, and we've been watching and rocking, and then it done been what it is now. And
Right.
sometimes when it be like this, it be better than the bullshit because it be real and authentic. It don't be no bullshit, no fuck shit going in. Yeah, I'm almost at the 10K. I said I was gonna do something big when I did the 10K. I remember 2 months ago I had 434 subscribers, y'all.
I'm building my street science channel and it's building on its own. And I don't use none of my ties with nobody. I just want to have my audience, my personal audience, where we could kick it and vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I
And
know
that's
what you're
what I
saying.
think. Like if you do this shit every day and you consistent with it and pop on, that shit just gonna keep on. You know how it's gonna go, how it go, man. You know what I'm saying?
It has a climate like when somebody died, everybody be trying to look for people who talking about it, and that's how people get introduced to you. And when something happened, that's really, people all want to talk to each other and congregate about it. So
Mm-hmm.
it has its ups and its downs.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So I know this shit is gonna grow into something bigger than what it already is. And we all, and that'd be cool as hell if we all able to uh go around and bring, oh, this person got this platform going on already, and this person got this platform going on, and we bringing each other on each other platforms, and we showing a different way, man. uh
Right.
and and showing, like, I think that's where it started, right there. And it
Fact.
shows motherfuckers can build and work together and make something happen. All the time, shit don't go good all the time. But when it do go good, you got to take advantage of that shit, man.
Well, I try to make it good because I overlook all the banter that this one said, and that one said, and this one did, because I have a greater goal. I like to like bring people together and show them that we
Yeah.
need each other, and I could do that better than a man because people will accept that from a female before they accept it from a man. So that's what I try to do. I try to bring all of us together and let us know we really not different. We really all the fucking same.
Hmm. And a lot of people don't understand or even see, like that. They don't even have the eyes and be open to see that shit, man. They be on some, under the going against the grain type shit, man. Like, I like to keep it over here. This is what I like to do. I like to give a laugh, give you a message, and we gonna keep away the negative shit. Like, if that mean say if it was 100 people on here, it's 37 right now, 36. So what would that be? 64. If we had 64 people on here that was trolling, guess what? It's enough people on here with ranches to get the trollers up out of here. I'd rather have a small base built, real organic shit than
Right,
some
see.
fake shit. For real, for
Right.
real.
That's how I feel. I want people that I can congregate with and we could throw shit back at each other. And the same way they might learn something from me, I get something from them too. You feel me? So
It's facts. And that, I think that shit'll go way more better and easier. And then when people start seeing that, the real gonna navigate to what's real anyway. You know what I'm saying? So the shit gonna happen regardless. And that's just my game plan to do this shit, man. I'm like I said, man, I've been doing this shit on here for 6 to 7 months or whatever. And on YouTube and shit, man. And if I was on here kicking some bullshit or anything, somebody would have came out and said anything like, "Oh man, this nigga who ain't who he said," or anything. Ain't nobody did none of that shit. And I've been on here talking my shit, doing what the fuck I do for a long time. I was once one of them motherfuckers who was in the streets and wanted to do that shit, man. But now I'm kicking a different message, man, because the kids is not benefiting from what the fuck the older motherfuckers did. So I'm not trying to blame anybody. I want us all to look at ourselves, man, and see what the fuck we can do to make a change.
This shit, too many people have died now, man.
For real, man. You should be tired of that shit. Ain't nobody benefiting from this shit, man. Nobody benefiting, man. So we gonna make a change and we gonna get this shit going, man. It's gonna go how it's gonna go. We just gonna keep on pushing it and staying positive, man. I'm tired of it, man. I'm speaking my mind. I know y'all tired of it, man.
I know you tired of it. You knew them. And what it did was it brought me back to when I lost all of my friends during that time in that era. So I know how you feel because you knew them personally. And that's a wound that never leaves. It never leaves. See, I'm telling you. Like, it's 30 years later for me. And I still think about them.
One of my homies, right? We used to be together every day before I moved to Chicago, to Atlanta from Chicago. And he died like a month with me being gone. And now I felt guilty as hell, right, for a long time because I'm like, man, if I'd have been in Chicago, he would have been with me. And we wouldn't have been around or in that situation. You feel what I'm saying? So I felt kind of guilty for that death for a long time until my baby mama, she told me, like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You told that nigga, you gave that nigga an opportunity and a chance and all this shit, and he ain't want to do it. You can't feel bad for that shit. But I felt bad, y'all. Like, man, because I'm knowing that it wouldn't have been like that if I'd have been there. Or would it? Maybe we both would have been dead. You see what I'm saying?
That happened to me too, see, because I was trying to keep my homegirl's husband, which me and him was real tight, but he was crazy. He was a murderer. And the young boys coming up, they respected me. But one of them used to be disrespectful to him all the time. And I kept telling him, stop being disrespectful to him. He's going to kill you. He will kill you. Stop being disrespectful to him. And I would talk her, be a young boy, leave him be. You know what I'm saying? And I moved out the state. Don't you know? I was sitting way out watching TV. And my friend's husband was on fucking 777 tips. They was looking for him. He murdered that nigga when I left. I could have stopped that from happening. He made him get on his knees and shot him in his head.
Fucked up shit, man. And you knowing you was just there around this shit, like you seen it happening before it even happened.
That same my son's godfather that I told you remind me of.
Yeah.
He sold a 40-ounce out the store one time. The Arabs was chasing him, and they had the gun right to his head, to the back of his head, chasing him. And I'm chasing the Arab dude, telling him every move the Arab dude is doing. Don't you know that's how my son's godfather died? He got shot in the back of his head. They ran up behind him.
Hey, look, right? No bullshit. What you saying that, right? I picked one of my homies up, and he had two niggas with me. He didn't tell me that these two niggas was with him. So I'm telling these niggas, like, man, I don't ride with motherfuckers sitting behind me and all that shit. I don't trust a motherfucking thing. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, man. So I'm telling him, like, man, fool gonna drive. You gonna sit right there, and I'm gonna get right here. I'm gonna tell y'all where the fuck to go. Put the address in. I don't trust all that. Say you go to get a motherfucker and they got other people with them and they didn't tell you that shit. I done seen too much shit happen and go on, man. I don't trust that shit, man. I don't like nobody riding behind me. Don't come to my house unannounced. That's why I normally, now that I'm old, I get a house somewhere dipped off where you gotta drive about 30, 45 minutes to come get to my house. So you gonna call before you come to my house because you don't want to pull up and get there and I ain't there. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, these is just some of the protective measures that I'm putting in my life that so it can go on and I continue to be around my family and hopefully see my grandkids and live older and shit, man. These is the measures that you gotta take with
You
doing.
gotta take. And then
Got
once you experience something, you never forget it and you apply it. Like that goes in your mental Rolodex. And you say, this is something else that I gotta watch out for. Like you never forget that shit.
facts, facts. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I don't trust shit, man. Even when I could be around my homies and shit, and I shoot to the city, Chicago. We riding and shit. Y'all know I drink. I'm buying some 1738, some Hennessy, some Remy. What the fuck, nigga? We getting fucked up. I ain't been around my homies in a minute. We rolling up the dope. It's legal here. What? We going crazy. But so I might get out my body, but if I'm gonna get out my body like that, I'm gonna go get one of my nephews or something and tell them the script already. Like, look, we finna go kicking and shit, man. You don't smoke, you don't drink nothing. Just make sure a nigga get home straight. You see what I'm saying? If you feel like I'm on some bullshit, pull me to the demo to the side. Let me know. The whole mode is for everybody to get home straight, man. So I'd rather him, one of my nephews or something, drive, and then that way I can get in the back seat and relax. Cause if I come to Chicago in the car and drove up there, I don't want to be driving around all day. You feel what I'm saying? I done already took 10 hours to get here. So I'm going to try to do what I need to do to preserve my energy and my safetyness. You feel me? On everything.
But sometimes, you know what? When I turn like 32, my kicking it, my wanting to kick it thing, it just disappears.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Queen Lo, this finna fuck your head up, right? All the time me coming up from being in the streets and doing all this shit, I didn't I was never going to the clubs and all that shit. I didn't start going to the clubs till I got out. I went to the joint like my whole life growing up, from hustling, from being in the streets to teens to my 25. I went to the joint when I was 25 years old. All my homies everybody had already been to jail. I had never been to jail. You see what I'm saying? But I was still in the streets like this. So niggas looking like, damn, fool ass ain't been locked up. Then I finally went to jail when I was 25 and I felt like I was a grown man and I had shit going on. That shit made me feel so low as a man. My kids coming up there to see me in jail. I'm sad and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't, man, on some real nigga shit, man. I'm in that bitch. I felt like a fucking clown, man. I'm telling my kids some shit and it's a glass between us. And you know what I'm saying? Shit, man. And then I get out. When I got out of jail, I had did damn near a year, maybe 10, 11 months or some shit, damn near a year. And I get out, I go slide. The first thing I did was I slide to my baby mama house. My kids there, they sleep. I pop up on her. She opened the door. It is what it is. My kids sleep. When they wake up and spin the hallway and shit to get ready to do they hygiene and shit, brush their teeth and wash their face, they see me in the hallway. And how that feeling, no bullshit, the feeling and that hug that they ran up and gave me, I ain't been to jail since then.
I know you haven't, and you ain't ever going back there.
Oh, like if I have, it was on some traffic type shit. It was never nothing serious, man. Just to be away from my kids on a fucking Christmas or their birthday or something, man. I had never missed none of that shit, man. So that shit fucked with me a whole different type of way, man. All my homies and shit, they be like, man, bro, you got a lot of kids. I know.
And you know what? The kids, like my grandson right now, because my son is locked up, and my grandson, he has anger issues, and I
Yeah,
know those anger issues is coming from the fact that his father's not around. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
I actually had to put my grandson in boxing because you
yeah,
can't say two words to him without him wanting to fuck somebody up.
yeah, for real. Like motherfuckers be like, man, Hood, you got a lot of kids, bro. But I know you love your kids. I know how you is, me being around you all this time. I always, nigga, since I left Chicago, nigga, I make sure like, all right, I ain't around them, goddamn it, for the whole year, and the kids that be around me, I make sure I go get all my kids every fucking summer, and we kick it. We get our bond in with our family. These are we all, even if y'all got different mamas, guess what? Y'all brothers and sisters, and I want y'all to be and
Right.
have each other clutches and shit, nigga. And my kids go from 21 to 3 weeks. You feel what I'm saying? And they running around here, nigga. It is what it is. I always said I want to have 10 kids. I don't got 10, but I'm damn near close.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the energy that I want to do. I'm gonna produce it and show them something different. That way, um, maybe shit just change in our generation and shit like that, man. And
Right. Break that curse, break that generational go to jail type shit. We all grew up with that shit.
hey, Lexi, that's what my sister be calling me, Nick Cannon. She hit me up when the baby was being born, like Nick Cannon, is the baby here yet? You know what I'm saying? It was funny to the motherfucker. I got a sister, man. I got a sister. If y'all think I'm fucked up, when she get drunk and act the fool, if I bring her on Red Cup Talk, man, that motherfucking video gonna go crazy. She don't give a fuck. She say any and everything. A couple of y'all seen her on my Instagram and shit. She was talking about when she stabbed me when we was 8. My sister stabbed me 4 times in my shoulder. Before we went to school early in the morning. I knew she was crazy ever since then, man. But she do poetry and she nice on the poetry side, y'all.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
And I'm
I
talking
do
about me
poetry
going
too.
that slam poetry shit. She done won that shit 10 times in a row on everything.
Wow.
I'm trying to teach her how to rap. I got a song I want her to be
I
on.
used to be a rapper. I used to be one of the first female rappers in New York City. But what happened was when I got pregnant, I wasn't interested no more.
Yeah, that's
I
how my
wasn't
girl.
interested. But I was supposed to be with the fat boys, y'all. I would have been one of the females with they was bringing me in to Def
Mm,
Jam.
man, hell yeah. So we gonna get all this shit going, man. We gonna support each other, keep pushing each other, man, and everything gonna keep going how it go, man. How else could it go? If like we already came in, when you come into this YouTube shit, right? You low, you at the ground, right? So as you get the linking and networking with everybody else, you building your shit up. You can't go no lower than zero. You hear what I'm saying? So everything that come through this motherfucker add up, man. And if we support each other, man, I guarantee you this shit will be successful in the motherfucker, man. All of us, man. It
Big
just won't
facts.
be. You ain't got to depend on going on one channel. Y'all, let me get some ice, man. I gotta get some ice for my
Hmm.
drink. I'll be right back. Hold it down, Queen.
I be on all y'all channels. I be everywhere. You know, I be with all the people that I support. And now I get to be up here with C-Hood because I didn't even realize that C-Hood had a YouTube channel. But I be on all of their platforms. I even went on most hated blogger platform one time. And he's a lunatic. But yeah, y'all. I hope nobody else dies no time soon. It's this takeoff situation, it just really, really thanks, your mama. You saw me dancing up there on my IG. We've been running this up. 5 people in the live. It don't matter. We here. That's right, bro. And thanks for y'all support. Thanks for y'all support, and thanks for hanging out with us. And y'all feel like family anyway. I see Sexy Lexi. If I see her somewhere else, I'll say what's up. If I see y'all other places, I'll say what's up. It's like you develop a community. Like it's like you in a neighborhood or something when you on YouTube. So you start developing like relationships with not relationships, but you get a familiarity with people, even though it's the internet. Yeah. And if I'm somewhere on another channel or something and I see y'all in there, I'll be like, okay, fam is in the building. Especially on AK channel with all them crazy people. I really have to work on that channel with the blocking, y'all. But one time I went up there, I came in to listen to AK and CEE-HOOD was up there. I was like, fam is in the building.
Hey, actually, AK was the first person to ever bring me on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Maybe you was up there. I just didn't see you. See, I didn't realize it was you.
When E-Day died, that's how me and AK ran into each other when E-Day died.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
And rest in peace to E-Day.
Rest in peace, man. E-Day was a cool ass nigga, man. He was the first nigga doing that trucking shit that everybody doing now. They made him quit. They made fun of him because he was driving trucks and he was.
I heard about that. And you know what's so crazy?
Yeah.
I was listening to Duck music, right?
Yeah.
And that's how I found out who E-Day was. That's how I went to go look up E-Day because I was looking at Duck and Duck he had his little Jay-Z movements going on in that video. He was on his Jay-Z shit.
Yeah.
But when he said I ain't got no sympathy for E-Day, I would chop his fucking body up and throw it on the E-way. So then I wanted to look up and see who the hell E-Day was. So, even though they was dissing each other back and forth, it made me go look each other up. Look, both sides up.
Yeah, and when I went to go get the ice and shit, I heard you be on everybody channel. Like I be on everybody channel too. Like people be thinking because Swipe have an issue with just say that, not to say it's no issues or anything. This is just an example. Say Swipe, Trenches News, and Trenches Talk happen to have a bump heads. Motherfucker be like, oh, how the fuck could Hood fuck with him and fuck with him all that? Because I know that shit don't be nothing big.
It does, and I fuck with both of them. I be on both of their platforms too.
I know that shit can be fixed with a conversation. It's when it get to going and be doing all the extra shit, and extra shit is involved with it, where I know that that situation fucked up right there. Ain't nothing I could do with it. But if it's fixable, like I be knowing that shit, like that's why I move around. I be everywhere. I fuck with everybody, like on the blog and then doing this shit with the YouTube, man.
Me too.
I ain't came and had no issues. If I had an issue,
if somebody has an issue with somebody else, I don't get in between that. Like I don't even listen to that part. Like that part goes through one end, out the other for me. Like I just be there for the other stuff. I don't be there for the arguing and the bullshit.
Yeah,
and it's a lot of times too. See, it be the subscribers. I seen that shit happen so many times, and they tried to do that with AK and Trenches and Swipe. But I kicked it with Swipe. I was like, Swipe, don't listen to them. He is just like you. He came up here. He was mad at people telling lies and shit and came up here. You know what I'm saying? So I be seeing the subscribers. They like to start a lot of shit with the bloggers.
Facts. They keep that shit up. So that's why I just play it how I play. I seen it even with the Billa and the A choices, and I seen it when being it. Motherfuckers was waiting and hoping I open my mouth and say this or say that. I'm not gonna do none of that shit because I ain't had nothing to do with none of that shit. What reason would I have to open my mouth and say anything? Only thing was when the instigators got on, like Buddy ass. I ain't gonna give him no fame or anything. on this motherfucker, but he was trying to do all this shit and push the bullshit. They really didn't see what he was trying to push. They just felt like it was a platform for them to speak. I can't knock them for that. But Buddy had a different agenda, man. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know it's only a couple of motherfuckers I don't fuck with. I done did my shit on this motherfucker and let y'all know already. Like, I don't fuck with dude, Buddy ass just nigga. I got a strike already, nigga. That nigga for harassment and bullying.
Because you don't, I don't see how anybody can have a problem with you, CEE-HOOD.
You know why?
Nothing, nobody.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you, like, I said some shit, harassment and bullying and shit, but niggas know when I say something, just my demeanor, and for me to say it how I said it, to know it must be real. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers could already tell and know what it is. Like, I do my thing. I'm laid back like a motherfucker, but I take it there. So when a motherfucker feel or heard how they felt, they probably felt like, you know, so they was in danger of some shit. So that's why they did that shit. But yeah, I had one motherfucker come and try to troll me on some a nigga, you know what I'm saying, bullshit, and it didn't piss me off. I really don't get too mad, man. I'm a crazy. If anything, that's when the joking part gonna come out of me. I'm gonna talk about you like a motherfucker, have everybody laughing. You know what I'm saying?
That just be jealousy and envy. That's what that be. And I see a lot of these subscribers.
His feelings.
I know how they move. They come in there. So what you think about such and such?
Yeah.
I know all their little tricks.
This motherfucker said he 285 pounds, this tall, all this shit, he'll break a motherfucker face. And all I said was some other shit, and then it went to a next thing you know, YouTube contacted me. I got a strike for harassment.
Yeah, they be looking for things to strike you for, because they be some fucking haters.
Yeah, I said, God damn. Let me fall the fuck back, man. I never ever say nothing about Buddy ass, man. I'll just keep it going like this. All love. I need to tell my girl to bring some blunt. Give me some blunts. I don't got no more blunts, y'all. Y'all know I be up. No bullshit. I'm up all night. I let my girl sleep in the nighttime. I sleep in the daytime. But I'm up.
Y'all take turns with CJ?
Yeah, we working a little shifts and shit. My job, they like, damn, nigga, when you coming back to work, nigga? My girl ain't capable of doing everything. When she get capable, I'll be back. If not, I could find another job. You know, that shit ain't nothing. I know how to do this shit. I ain't slow. On everything. They gotta respect that shit because they know how it go.
Facts. I don't want to work no more. If I could do something, I don't want to work no more. And I work from home, but now I gotta go out. Y'all don't see me that much no more because I gotta start going out.
You get some blunts, like games, some blacks. All right, well, you can turn around right there. I see you, shawty. Love you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? See, I'd rather deal with that shit than some new shit. I remember when I was running around this bitch trying to be a player, fuck with the hoes and shit. Them bitches had too many needs and shit like that. I'd rather keep it to one. I could deal with one.
You can't really build like that, see, when you got your energy all spread out all over the place.
Nah, you can't. You ain't comfortable. You ain't relaxed. I'm chilling at my crib. I got females popping up and shit, just trying to. I felt like it, like motherfucker, man, I ain't like living like that shit. I was doing that shit. That shit was tiresome and everything. When you fucking with a lot of bitches and doing all that shit, man, you feel that shit be tiresome, man. It's too much energy. Energy that I don't have.
And it's
I was out here working 2 jobs for 7 years. So how the fuck could I produce energy to keep on? Nah, man, let me sit my ass down. I'm too old for this shit. I ain't got no. It ain't it. That's when I knew it.
I'm at the age now where I'm like, fuck y'all in the relationship bullshit. Like because I will cut a nigga throat like to the point where I am now. I don't have patience. So I do have a friend that I grew up with, and sometimes I hang out with him. But when he does come over here, when he comes over here, he be knocked, he be so tired. And he's so comfortable here. That's why I be telling him, like, you need to stop running around, even if we don't be in a relationship, because I don't know if I could be in a relationship. I don't have tolerance no more.
Yeah,
But
I felt that way before too. I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna go get all my baby mamas right, and I'm gonna bring their ass up on this motherfucker. I'm gonna talk my shit, man. This day gonna be crazy as hell. This day, man. That's gonna be some shit, y'all. I know them bitches gonna have a lot of shit to say, man. But
oh
hey,
yeah,
man,
see, I used to be good with the slicing. I will slice and dice a nigga. I used to be good with that. When my son's father taught me how to put them razors in my mouth, that was my weapon of choice.
I got a
Yeah.
baby mama, right? She did 3 years for fraud and all that shit, right? Fucking with them people, identity theft and all that shit. She did 3 years. We get into it, right? The bitch stabbed me. She stabbed me in the same shoulder my sister stabbed me in.
You got the women 2 times?
I'm trying to tell you, look, she got that and had a little it looked like an ice picker, but it's one of the little screwdrivers. Poked me 2 times. I say, yeah, bitch, this relationship, I told that bitch is over. I'm calling the police. Bitch, you going to jail. Oh, everything. Bitch, you going to jail. That bitch I say with your institutional ass, bitch, I'm sending you back to jail. You fucked up. Oh, yeah, that bitch stabbed me, man. I ain't know what the fuck was going on.
No, I only cut somebody one time when these girls tried to jump me, y'all. And and that was the only time I did that. Like I wasn't just doing that just to be doing it. And this was years and years and years ago. And I used to wear a lot of jewelry because my son's father used to spoil me. And he gave me a little 22 I used to keep in my purse. And I used to have my razor in my mouth. If I had to spit that shit out and slice somebody, I would for my protection. But I wasn't just going around Jason and Michael Myers and people. I wasn't doing that.
Man, I was in that motherfucker. I say, damn, this motherfucker. That's when I knew it was real. I took her to Houston, to her sister house, and I kept the kids. I kept the boys, and I let her take my daughter. She come calling like a month later, like, can I come home? Hell no. Hell no, bitch. Hell no. Oh, everything. Shit going
I
weak.
could never bring myself to like really. I sliced people. The only way I could see myself stabbing somebody is if they was trying to attack me or hurt me or kill me or something. Because I got a big ass machete over here right next to my bed. But
Man, I was ready to attack her ass. I already took the two little pokes, rush her ass, pin her to the ground, and
what
get the
she
weapon
stab
out
you
of
for?
fucking.
What did she stab you for?
All right, look, y'all, this how it went. No bullshit. I get off work at 4 o'clock in the evening, and I take her to work. She working. She supposed to be at work at 4. She late this day. She supposed to work 4 to 12 at night. I pick her up. Now, when I pick her up, I got on clothes and shit. I was finna go out, but I didn't go out. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the house. I go to the gas station to get some blunts. She thinking I'm going out. She done pour water and all type of shit in my video game, my Xbox and my TV. I had a new TV, the new 3D TVs when they first came out and all that shit, man.
Mhm.
She poured water in that bitch. So if I was going out, by the time I was coming in the house, it would have been dry. No bullshit. So I come right back because I only went to the gas station and I see the water. Now everybody else that's in the house, I showed them this shit. So when I approach her and ask her about it, I ain't did nothing, nigga. You mad and all that shit. Prove it. So when I bust the door down, once I bust the door down, I say what I say. She say what she say. That bitch went right under the pillow and got the motherfucking the artillery. and handle her business. You know what I'm saying? Poked me 2 times, let some air up out me. You know what I'm saying? And shit. After that, I just knew that she had to go. I paid for a ticket. I told her she can come back, and once it calmed down and all that shit, I never let her come back. It's over with. I'm moving on.
I don't blame you. I would have moved on too.
Motherfucker poked me dead up. Bitch, what if you would have hit a main artery or one of them? I
Right,
got
and it wasn't even that serious because you said something to her. You probably was telling the fucking truth, but she couldn't
I
handle it
was.
at the time.
I was. The bitch used to accuse. I worked 2 jobs, accusing me of going to cheat with her. Bitch, I'm at work fucking
Mm-hmm.
17, 18 hours out the day, bitch. When I come home, I don't want to hear that shit, man. And my old man said, don't let her come. This is what I was telling y'all earlier. What he told
Mm-hmm.
me when it happened. Don't let her come down that she gonna fuck up your peace. You got them working 2 jobs and you got them doing what you do, man. You're gonna lose both your jobs and you're gonna be in jail. And some of that shit was almost true. You know what I'm saying? One part happened and another part didn't though, but you know what I'm saying? He told me that's just experience and me not listening. I brushed him off like, oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. You hear what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga knew everything, man. Nigga like me not listening, man. I'm trying to
Well,
tell
you
you.
was young. You ain't know no better.
Mm-hmm.
Experience is the best teacher. That's how he knew because he probably experienced that before in his lifetime.
What's this? Ooh, I didn't even tell you I was hungry. Oh, you want some nuggets and a burger. See, this is why I'm gaining all this weight, man. I'm trying to do the right thing, but you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker love to eat around this motherfucker. My kids be coming for the summer, they be under the we get to eat whenever we want. Type goddamn what the fuck? Motherfucker tell y'all who told y'all can't eat. Y'all got y'all own link cards. You know in Chicago, they give the kids their own link cards, or we call them link, but they EBT. You feel what I'm saying? In Chicago, the kids be having their own EBT cards every month. Money pop on that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the parents happen to take them. It ain't like that in other states.
I don't know because I haven't really had to deal with well, they call it EBT here.
Yeah.
I haven't dealt with them in so many years, so I don't know. But they probably do because it be the same shit. It's just be different names they call it. That's all.
Oh yeah, yeah. That shit crazy.
Are you making me hungry now? See,
That's what Swipey said. Every time, everybody know. I tell y'all, it ain't a motherfucking a red cup talk if I don't eat on this motherfucker, man. I'm gonna start naming these motherfuckers because I done did about 50 episodes. So I gotta start naming these numbering them and shit, plus all them interviews and shit I done did.
mm-hmm.
The highlights. What you want me to bring him upstairs? All right, I'll bring him. He cool right now, so you probably can go to sleep for a little while. Until I gotta go out, I might have to go get some weed until
I
or
was
let
just thinking that I should go to the smoke shop around the corner and get me some ganja.
uh,
But it's 9 o'clock. I ain't going out there. It'd be a whole different shift of people right now.
oh damn, it's only 8 o'clock. I'm
It's
thinking
9 o'clock over here.
it's 8 in Atlanta. I'm thinking it's later than that.
It's 8 o'clock in Atlanta. I thought we was on the same time.
It's not. Oh yeah, it's 9:08. My bad. I'm
Yeah, we on the same time.
tweaking y'all. Damn. See, they told me I don't need glasses, but this the reason I think I do. Hey,
Yeah, y'all are out. Mm-hmm.
when I got shot them 5 times, right? I was so tired of working and shit, man. I had to walk to work with a big ass boot on my leg and shit till my shit got right. I was in that bitch trying to get disability. They will not give you. You gotta walk in that motherfucker on your last breath on everything I love.
That's
I,
a fact. They will not give disability to people, boy.
They like, why do you need disability? I'm like, I can't stand on my legs no more. I've been shot 5 times. My fibula was broke, the bullets, and
Mm-hmm.
they said, how did you walk in the door? I said, my ride pulled up right here and dropped me off and I walked in. So you didn't need a wheelchair or anything? I say, nah. And that motherfucker said, okay, we gonna reevaluate the situation. And I got a letter in the mail said I was denied.
I wish I could get some freaking disability. I swear
I
to
do
God.
too, shit. I be trying to use this shit. Getting a nigga in Chicago, when you get shot on property, you get a check. So
Mm-hmm.
I had a check coming. I had like 35,000 coming. Why the
Mm-hmm.
fuck I got locked up? Police running my crib, find all this weed. I catch a class X felony, all type of shit.
And that erased you from getting your money?
That stopped me from getting the money. Then now all of a sudden, it's gang related and all this shit. And man, it was just went down like a motherfucker. Man, I could smell the money. I knew I was chilling. I said, fuck it, I ain't even hustling no hard this no more. I was ready. That money was coming. I knew it was there. And out the blue, I walk out the crib, a motherfucker talking about, hey, you, come here. What the fuck? I walk back in. Fuck you on. This nigga kicked the door down. I had like 6 bags of weed on me. He searched the house. Now he found pounds of weed and all this shit. You feel what I'm saying? All off this because he's, hey, you come here. Instead of me walking to him and going back in the house, that's where I fucked up at. Because as soon as he came in there, he started searching and doing all that shit. That shit sent me to the penitentiary. I was already on 2 probations. That shit sent me to the penitentiary, though.
That's what my son's father used to be in there all the time for. Fucking weed. Because his mother, my son's grandmother, she was the one that was the weed kingpin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm right there like, man, all the shit that I really been doing, going crazy for, I ain't get caught for. For this little dumbass shit, I end up going to the penitentiary for.
Mm-hmm.
That shit I just felt fucking clowned out. And then I'm 25, finna be 26 years old. And I'm finally going to the penitentiary. Why wait this way in life, this late in life?
My son been in there for a minute now. My son missed most of his youth because he was in there.
I felt like a loser all around the board for that shit. Like, I waited all the way till I was 25.
And he still be in there getting money. And
Oh, hell yeah.
I was like, you better slow the fuck down.
Man, what's that word? Duke, what's the word? What's the word? We just here kicking it, man. Dropping jewels. We've been over here, man, on some real nigga shit for the last goddamn 2 hours and 30 minutes, man. Representing, doing some real shit.
Word, but now CEE-HOOD is over there snacking and crunching. And I want to snack and crunch too.
Hey, I'm telling you, I do this every episode. They know. I be on some fat shit, then I be complaining like, man, I was just this amount of weight, and it went up to this. I'm trying to maintain it that way, but it ain't gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta eat a lot because even though I'm a little older now, my metabolism is still fast as hell. So I have to eat a lot to keep a little weight on me because if not, I'll be walking around here probably 10 pounds. That's how fast my metabolism is.
Right. Man, this motherfucker fire right here, man. It's a bacon cheeseburger.
Oh my God.
I ain't know she was gonna bring this, so I'm gonna roll up.
Saluzi with some fries too.
Yeah. And she had 4-piece spicy nugget in that bit.
Oh shit.
She went crazy.
Y'all about to make me call DoorDash right now.
Hell yeah, I'm finna be done real quick.
Every once in a while, I'm trying to go vegan, but I'm gonna have to learn how to cook vegan food like how I want it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm definitely trying to go vegan.
Yeah, they got all type of vegan shit out here now.
They got all type of shit, and they be tasting good too.
Hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie. You'll be like, man, this ain't no damn vegan right here.
In fact, I want to learn how to make the mushrooms and all. I don't want to eat meat. I mean, when you get over 40, that's when you start thinking about them things.
Yeah.
Really. But you still feel the same. Like getting older, y'all, is no different than being young. You still have the same attitude. You just got to be more careful now. You can't do all the crazy shit you used to do before. And you can't eat crazy either.
Hell no.
But every once in a while, I will go get me a nice, fat, juicy burger. Yes, I will.
I'm trying to tell you, slam some shit, man. That's why I said burgers ain't even the same no more, though. Remember
They
Big Mac
not.
really be Big Macs? Motherfuckers
Remember
look
how
like
good Big Macs
burgers.
used to be?
Yeah, now they look like double cheeseburgers with lettuce.
Word, and they be dry as fuck.
Dried in the motherfucker. Big Macs used to be, goddamn it, you gotta use both hands. Now you can use your pinky and your
You can
thumb.
use your motherfucking pinky with that shit. That shit like a Happy Meal cheeseburger.
I'm trying to, what the fuck is this? A slider? Goddamn it. The heck?
Where's the beef? Where is the beef in these motherfuckers? I'd rather have a turkey burger now. At least
Mm,
they be nice and thick.
Them the big burgers. Or
Mm,
unless you goddamn it just go old school and make that bitch out of ground beef. Make
yeah.
one, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like one of them, man. A home school fucking burger with some cheese, put some pickles on that bitch, lettuce, and
Some
fucking
onions.
milk.
Oh shit.
God, y'all. Look. Hey, look, I like to cook, right? I don't know if you seen my little spot. I done did a couple of demos where I done cooked this shit on this bitch. I made a what the fuck did I make? I made a couple of Chicago gyros, Chicago home style gyros. They call them gyros, but we call them gyros in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I made a couple of. I did that shit on the live and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just don't.
You mean a gyros?
Yeah, I cooked that bitch. I put the seasoning, all that shit in that bitch. I made
Oh
that.
shit! You had the white sauce and everything too.
Man, I had all that shit. And man, I showed them. Like, I think this was the first day I came home from the hospital with my girl and shit. You know, she was
Mm-hmm.
in the hospital, so she hadn't had no real shit yet. So I got them and gone ahead and showed out a little bit.
Okay.
And
He said this guy said, why do black people eat all the wrong foods? You know why local food local focal sales? Because it's cheaper. It's really expensive to become like eat healthy. It's way more expensive to eat healthy than it is to eat unhealthy. So that's why a lot of black people eat like that.
yeah. And shit, and it tastes good. Goddamn, you know what I'm
It
saying?
sure do. It do taste good.
And sometimes we fortunate to where it might just fall off naturally, but we can start walking and that shit shed and be easily.
That's a
Uh,
fact.
and you know, my motherfucking sharpshooter on your ass, he think you really over here on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You straightening the line with that question right there. You put the black people with that motherfucker. Well, we understanding you, man. They really owe your ass though, man. So I'm telling you, thread lightly, goddamn it, on the
All
real.
right. Why your one choice?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because we instantly got defensive, just like the airport. If you at the airport and you say "bum," they on alert. So you get over this motherfucker, you get to talk about black people and nigga, we looking and seeing what the fuck is the next word, nigga. Everybody got their finger on the trigger, man. I'm telling you. It's true. If you don't know, you'll learn about this page. You ain't gonna get past with the troll and shit. You ain't
Right.
gonna. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. But you know what, Sia? You made me hungry. I'm getting ready to go get me something to eat.
All right.
I'm
You know.
glad I hopped up here and kicked it with y'all. I hope y'all all have a good night.
All right, Queen. I appreciate you, man. Enjoy yourself, man. And go ahead. I'm finna get ready to wrap this shit up, man. Uh, let me
All
take
right,
it.
y'all later, CJ.
All right, here, see y'all
Later.
later, man. I'll be right back, y'all, to wrap this up in a second. Yeah, you drunk. Gotta see if I gotta go get this weed from Durk. I might stay on and kick it. Hold on, y'all. Hopefully he'll pull up. I don't feel like doing no driving. I just ate. I've been drinking. I'm relaxed. Swipe about to go live. Yeah, so I'm gonna end this shit. I'll swipe live right now. All right, y'all. I'm finna end this shit. Give me some weed and chill out, man. Y'all be smooth. Remember, I am somebody. It's a movement. And we keep doing what we do, man. Everybody head over to Swipe Channel. Let them know we coming from goddamn it Red Cup Talk. Turn up. Push up, gang. All right, I gotta go get this shit. I might pop on Swipe shit, man. I'm already lit. So when I get over there, it's gonna go crazy. Appreciate y'all. Tune in, hit that like button on the way out, man, and love.